am live. And yes, I'm going live like every 12 hours right now. I didn't mean to. It's just working out that way. And I will be live later on today. It's Saturday here in the UK. It's 7 a.m. Saturday here in the UK. I will be going. I'm not sure if I'm live later with Felicia DeWilt, Flix Love, or if we are recording and then releasing, because we're doing a bit more of an interview, but it's going to be so much fun. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm coming on live for our early morning lives, which has been a bit of a theme this week, as I'm trying to get to 500 followers. I think I'm on 425 right now. So yes, it's very early in the morning. The sky, oh, it's a little bit of cloud bank today, but it is grey. But I did just see a bird, so that is really promising. So yes, so I think we might even have a blue sky today here in the UK. We will see. Lately it's just been all whited out, it's been greyed out, there's been no sky, no nothing there. So that's been a bit tricky, but welcome everybody, welcome in. So on the AnchorHaven channel we look at mystical wellness, all things esoteric, and and James has sending me messages on Messenger. James, you need to get on here now. I don't know if he's on here. And all things esoteric, we look into the secret space program, super soldier weird stuff, and things like that as well. We look into sacred sites here at Anchorhaven. We look into ancient technology. We compare everything to TVs and movies, of course, because that is soft disclosure. So welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm not sure what James just messaged me, and I really want to check, and I forgot to put myself on Do Not Disturb, so 1 second. Okay, so I am here. I'm just going to reach for some interesting boxes, weird crystals that we can unpack and see. What have I got in my little storage cases? 1 second. So I've got 2 boxes here. One of them has something a bit more unusual, and I'm not too sure. So when everybody gets here, we will see. I've got some angel cards with me this morning. So every live, every 12 hours, completely different stuff that we're getting into, completely different cards, completely different energies. So it'll be really interesting to see what I've got in these 2 very random boxes of crystals here. Hi Willard, how's it going? Can you give me a general clarity reading? Oh Willard, you're learning. On any surprises this month and head healing fire chakra. Okay, well let's wait till everybody gets here. I've got angelic messages. James, there you are. I have no idea what you just sent me on Messenger. It kind of popped up, but I couldn't fully read it. And but that's really cool. But I responded to your comment about you, and you said number 5, and I said I'm pretty sure I know who number 1 is, number 2, number 5, number 6, and I'm number 7. So I just need to find numbers 3 and 4. Yeah, but I'm sure there's plenty of other people that are in the merge or in Umbrella Academy, because there's just archetypes represented. So Willard, yeah, when I start doing readings, Willard, I will pick a card for you. So I have got, oh wow, this is amazing. So I'm working with random boxes of crystals so that I can share with you guys what I've got, what's here. Hi Isaac, how are you doing, pal? It's 7:04 a.m. here in the UK, in the northwest of England, and we're having a look at some random crystals. We're talking about angels and weird stuff like that. So this is the Mystical Wellness channel by AnchorHaven, and we look into all things esoteric, on and off planet. And I've got apophyllite tips in this bag. Apophyllite tips. Hey daddy, good to see you. Apophyllite tips. Look at that. Amazing. So apophyllite tips, wow, they are so like amazingly energetic. And this has 5 tips in here to be used as like a crystal grid around you. I'm so going to be working with these this week as I try to do my memory mining. So we put them around like a crown as well. Wow. Has anybody worked with apophyllite? Apophyllite generally has, oh hi Tam, hi. Apophyllite has a black base and it has a different number of sides to quartz. So sometimes it can be mistaken for quartz. Lots of times it has a bit of a blue hue as well. And so we're just going through a random boxes of crystals that I have to see if I've got anything cool, because I forget what I've got, to be honest. And then I've got angel cards, and Willard's put first dibs on a reading once everybody falls in. Oh, thank you. Asha, nice to see you. Hopefully some of my mods will come in and Let's see. Just in case. There we go. There we go. No, you can't be a mod because I've never heard. I've never heard of you before in my life. Why can you be a mod? You've nearly died. Tell us about that near-death experience. Tell us about it. Yeah, we like all manner of things here. So Hubert, thanks Hubert. I'm not sure if Hubert's staying with us. It's great to see you guys. So it's 7:06 a.m. here in the UK. We're looking at random crystals while we wait for everybody to fall in. Oh no. No, there's a close-knit team over here at AnchorHaven. So only people that I interact with on a regular basis could be a moderator on my channel. So, but yeah, some really interesting crystals here. Really interesting. So you can ask me crystal questions. I do not mind. I love crystals. I basically resonate as a crystal. And how nice is that? I think I actually smashed this one open myself. So I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to put the apophyllite tips to one side. And then I've got another random bag here. So when it's in a bag, I know it must be something special. So let's have a look what's in here. It feels like a goddess. Is it a goddess? It is. It's a white goddess. So I have that obsidian sheens. This is a quartz goddess. It's quite heavy as well, quite chunky. That obsidian sheen was quite thin. It was not flimsy, but it wasn't as nice as this one. So when I do goddess work, I would even do healing with this. I place goddess on the body as well, especially if we were doing sacral healing. No, it is not. Dark Lord. It is not one of those, silly. It's a crystal. It's a crystal. And it does not go up your bottom. Ridiculous. Goodness me. YouTube at this time of the morning. So I've got random bags of crystals. I have got, I do work a lot with quartz points. You want one for anxiety. So send you a crystal. Well, I can share crystal energy with you. So for anxiety right now, what's coming forward is rose quartz for you. Yeah, rose quartz energy. So take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, Asha. Take a deep breath. So rose quartz for anxiety, or the grounding stones, you know. I've actually got a little green aventurine egg here, which would be lovely for that as well. And then, of course, being AnchorHaven, being the violet flame anchor, I have a lot of amethyst flames, like amethyst points. So, oh, you're in Chester? Are you really? Oh, wow. Okay, you should come to my Dragon Retreat Day on the 28th of February, 12 till 5 p.m. It's in Bebington, and you can find more about that on my book when. That got hell for review, Asha. That got hell for review, saying, can you lick the crystals? That's a bit weird. That got hell for review. Why would you want to lick your crystal? Why? So Jake's in Australia. It's your birthday. Jake, how long is your birthday, dude? It's been your birthday 3 days running. You can come. It's £35. You just go to bookwen.com/anchorhaven. You can register for my Dragon Retreat afternoon. It's only £35, and I work with dragon crystal skulls. We bring in dragon energies like dragon breath, dragon egg healing. We work in the copper pyramid. It is a lovely afternoon. And I do an afternoon like that once a month. And last month, what were we working with? Breed. I think we were working because we had Celtic energies coming in. So the moldavite pendant that I wear has phenacite with it also. Phenacite. Oh, I'm familiar. Willard, you cannot be a mod. Not until you learn not to put so many personal messages, things like that. Mods have to self-regulate, self-moderate. So Willard, no, we don't know you well enough, sorry. I'm trying to get you to have a bong because God told me you need one. Jake, that's funny, but so many of my friends are all stoners anyway. I'm high on crystals. Yeah, crystals are my, like, honestly, you won't believe some of the experiences I've had in crystals. No, I'm not. I'm not in Wales. I'm in Liverpool City region. Um so but I'm not that far from you. 30 minutes on the train from you, Asha, if you are in Chester. I'm 30 minutes away. Yeah, so not far. Sometimes I do well, yeah, that's the airport. Sometimes, oh yeah, some of the experiences I've had with crystals have been very galactic. No, I'm not in Childwall. No, I'm not. But thanks. I'm not going to give you my exact location, but anybody who truly follows me will actually know where I am. So, because I've done so many videos where we do maps, and I'm saying, yeah, I'm right there, and then he literally zooms into my exact location on the map. So, oh, your friend's in Chilwell. Okay. I'll have a cup of tea and a scone, and you have a bong with me. Deal. I don't have any of that kind of stuff here. Well, you don't need to though. You can come to I'm doing a retreat in Bebington on the Wirral once a month. So I am there. I may do something in Chester again soon actually, but I got terribly attacked last time by energetic. Yeah. Well, you just need to book through my website. And then you need to send a bank transfer or a PayPal. Yeah, I got really badly attacked, but it was a direct energy weapon attack through the train station in Chester. It was 2 Novembers ago now, I think, and I was doing a crystal retreat. I'd hired one of those, you know, above where they have those beautiful shops in the rows. I'd hired a hall above that, one of the ye olde, above the crystal shop that's called Rainforest. I hired a hall above that. And when I got off the train to go and collect the keys, my leg got hit with a direct energy weapon. And I ended up like dragging myself through Chester, right, to try, to try and get to go and collect the keys from the rainforest shop, right? So, and it was awful. I had so much pain in my body. So what had happened after talking to Miles at Bases, the fluorescent lights at the train station had been attacked and encoded to hit me as I got off the train, right? Because I was absolutely fine on the train. And they attacked me basically because I was doing something that was a bit more short notice. And hey, Willard, don't worry, pal. Once we know you a bit better, and you don't spam the chat as much on Typical Skeptic and things like that. Don't forget, I'm a Typical Skeptic moderator, so I see what goes on. And so, yeah. But Willard, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Just, you know, just keep it cool, guy. Keep it cool. This is a high vibe live. So I'm on the phone to the police, don't worry. What's your error? It's fine, it's fine. Asha, calm down, calm down. Yeah, high vibe live. We're super chill here, super chill. Wow, let's have a look at some crystals. It's taken a weird turn. Okay. Yeah. So this is a quartz point. So I work a lot with quartz points. We put them around the body when we do crystal therapy. This is a nice big chunky one. I like the more unusual, imperfect looking things. Yeah, that's what I like. So it's great to see that I've actually got 3 quartz points in this kit that I completely forgot I had. Okay, what's this? It's in a specimen bag. Oh no, it's just, oh, James, are you listening? Right, it's pieterosite. Pieterosite. Is that right? Pieterosite? So that's quite a rare crystal. So it's Pieteresite. Pieterosite. So, oh, no worries, Willard. No worries. Nubile woman. Willard, who talks like that? Oh my word. Oh, here, look, we have got one of these. What's it called here? I forget what they called it here. They could just call it a Shiva shell. That's not what I call it. How cool is that? A Shiva shell. And I have got, I actually have a big necklace of these, but I think they're going moldy. The name escapes me right now. Ooh, a Rudraksha. So I've got a Rudraksha that my friend got me back from Tibet. I think it's going a bit moldy. I think it's capturing a lot of energy. And can you say hi, Joanna? Why does it say Hannah Med then? I can't check too much while I'm in here. So when you're a moderator, if you guys don't know, when you're a moderator on like Typical Skeptic and stuff, we check the channels as well. So if somebody new comes in that we don't recognize, we actually go check their channel and see when the channel was made, have a look at their video content. And if anybody was made in like the last day or the last 2 days, they're out. That's what Jason and I do. Jason's top mod. Jason is such a cool guy. Teaches me lots of things about moderation. So little tiny quartz point. Off Vedsonite. I'm sure I've got some somewhere. Another egg. So egg healing is a really cool thing. People call me, and Hannah is what my family call me. Okay. I've got a slice of, yes, I am a teacher. But more of an esoteric teacher rather than a whatever. I do some corporate training as well, but mainly health and safety. So this is a piece of you, which is for protection. Does anybody work with the tree energies? Anybody do tree healing? Work with the Om? Yeah. Om language, the tree language. Did you teach in News Haze? I don't know what that means. The word nubile, Willard. I don't think I've ever heard that used in conversation before. Okay, everybody, this is my favorite crystal of all time. This is lepidolite. And it's in slices with a bit of mica there. Lepidolite. Has anyone seen that like in this form before? What do you think? So this is very calming. I mean, for anxiety, this is generally what I would kind of place on people's hearts or near their head, and you know, that kind of thing. So this is lepidolite. Forgot this was in there. I need this a lot actually. So what else is in this bag? So we have got, this is a random crystal unboxing. Did anybody go on the call-in show that Rob did that before? I started to listen to it. Is anybody on the call-in show that finished like an hour ago and I was asleep? This is my #1 crystal that I will share with children, basically. They pick this one all the time, and it's Dalmatian stone, Dalmatian jasper. And this is the original form, of course, and it's great. This is my job. Asha, this is my job. It's Saturday anyway, it's Saturday. I've got another podcast later. This is the dyed form of Dalmatian stone. So that red energy, grounding, safe, secure energy. There it is. Are you working today, Asha? Okay, I've got another random bag of crystals here. Let's see what we have. Oh no, it's just more amethyst flames. Gosh, how many do I have? I have a lot. Because sometimes I teach Violet Flame Reiki in person, but next month I'm teaching it as an online course, so people won't get this. But yeah, I've got a bag of amethyst flames. Like, pop them back in there. Well, that's good to know. I've got an entire bag of it. And there was something else here that I was going to do. Yes, it's Quantum Quattro. Does anybody know Quantum Quattro? I have got a few here actually. Quantum Quattro. This is, I can't remember the blend of crystals that are in this, but this is, oh sorry Asha, sorry about that. So here we go. Quantum Quattro. This is a great crystal blend. I'm gonna work with this week, I think, now that I found it, and see. I've got one more small piece. So generally, oh, it's got a price tag on. Generally, when I have my crystal shop, anything that I got down to the last few pieces, I'd keep for my private collection. So that's what's happened here with the Quantum Quattro. It's gone into a specimen bag. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Asha. Mod's got ya. I trust my mod friends. Okay. You know what? I'm going to have a little drink before I dig into the next. There's a lot of Petrified wood. There's a lot of petrified wood. Oh, you've got a piece of iolite. You know, I love iolite. I probably might even find some in here. Iolite. I've got a deck of cards that says iolite is about money magic, basically. I don't have any great quality iolite, but I've got smaller pieces, but it's about money manifesting. So I love iolite. I love it. I think I had some in my bra last week. So who knows where that went? You know what I mean? The Viking's compass. I've never heard it called that before. I like that. Let me just see if there's any here. Sorry. No, this is another. It looks very different. Petrified wood. See these all, I've got a whole bag of petrified wood here with quartz as well. And if you guys are not familiar with petrified wood, it's like the tree stump or the tree roots or whatever it is has become fossilized. And when that's happened, some of the minerals have eroded away, or, you know, they've died basically and been replaced by another crystal like quartz or calcium. And that's how we get petrified wood. So it's still the tree, but it's kind of been filled in with another crystal. Have you ever tried speaking dead language, which I've heard of different languages, pre-languages, I can say, but I keep hearing a beaming frequency in my right ear. Well, I do speak about 4 different light languages, one of which could be a dead language, who knows? But no, Willard, that's a very interesting one. So beaming frequency, yeah, I get a lot of frequencies running through me as well. Mainly I get air elemental frequency that's coming in through my right hand side right now. So when you're in touch with the right ear means no. For me, right ear is my spirit side. Left ear is my you're going to get V2K targeting side, right? Basically, because it all bounces off the implants. But for me, I get spirit messages through the right ear. That's my clairaudient ear, but it's different for everybody. But I was told by a quantum healer friend of me that what I was actually hearing a lot of the time was the air elementals talking to me through high-pitched frequencies. Right now, there's a layer of frequencies coming into this ear. And I wear a hearing aid as well. So I have a mixture of sound shouted into my head from the hearing aid, plus natural frequencies that are coming in through my skull. It's noisy in here. It's either, even when I take off my hearing aids, and I'm very deaf now, all I can hear is frequencies. It's overwhelming at times. And I do get natural tinnitus as well, but there's a mixture, a blend of tinnitus, targeting, and frequencies coming from the elementals around me. Iolite has a natural polarizing property. That's why they use it to gaze through it. Wow. I've only ever seen like 1 centimeter kind of bluey gray looking pieces of iolite. I've never seen anything that I could gaze through. But I would love to. Okay, so that was random crystal box number 1. I'm just going to have a drink. So these are brownie boxes, I call them, because you buy brownies and they come in these boxes and then you're left with the box afterwards. So it's a crystal brownie box. I've got 1 more crystal brownie box, but I'm going to have a drink. And then we've got some angel cards that we can have a look at. So what was the most interesting phone call on Typical Skeptic that's finished like an hour ago? What were you guys talking about? Was there any SSP conversation? Did we get an SSP, you know, experience of phone in, or who phoned in? Did any of you guys phone into the Typical Skeptic show? Were you just talking about general disclosure news, or what? Was there anything funny? I need to watch it back. I'm gonna listen to it back after this. Willard, really? Willard, you phoned in? That's awesome. That's really brave. I'm not brave enough to phone in, and plus I've got to do the outside US firm. But then you're phoning in, you can't see what's going on, you know. Joyful Jennifer phoned in. Amazing. She must be asleep now. I've been keeping her on her toes with these lives every 12 hours. Yeah. All right. Any other good phone calls? Any good topics? Any super soldier stuff? That's what I'm really interested in. Did we get any super soldiers phoning in? So I've had some really weird dreams in the last hour or so, but they're generally gone before I can even think about let's document the dream, you know. So random crystal box number 2 is very interesting, actually. Indeed. First thing I've got here, Willard, James is saying, said high frequency sounds in both ears all the time since about 8 years old. The same time, an act of lucid dreaming. Jason, he's just finished a movie. Awesome. Jason, I'm asking about the call-in show. Was there any interesting phone-ins or whatever like that? Yeah, see, when I was a kid, I talked about it on a video earlier, actually, this week. The tinnitus thing started for me at, I wouldn't hear it in the day, I would hear it at night. But then it started to sound like soldiers marching. And it freaked me out to the point of, this is around the time I started to get abductions and things going on. So I was getting imagery and sound coming in that terrified me. And I'd like wet the bed and everything, but then not tell anybody because I was so scared of my parents. You know, it was quite strict in my household. But then when I went back into a memory with Sean Bond, we did a live vision quest, and I went back to around 7 or 8 years old, and I saw myself get abducted through the wardrobe. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, eh? You called in, but you got cut off. Do you think Rob hung up on you? Oh, it's Jason again. Oh, no, only joking. We love you, Jason. Willard, some say it can be that you are hearing the sound of the energy field around your body. Yeah, bioenergetic field. That's awesome. Yeah. Sometimes I definitely feel like the blood pumping through the body and I can hear that. But other times it's just random things around me. And I think I tune in a lot to just random energies or random ETs that I'm not aware of. Well, it says, standing in front of Earth in blue flame and red flame around me, going to Mars, standing on the porch, and an archangel dropping on you. Or dropping on. Standing in front of the Earth in a blue and red flame. Blue and red flame. Not many people have connected in with blue and red at the same time. Okay, I can't quite get the visual on that, but that's really interesting. Blue flame is flame of truth, Archangel Michael. We're going to be working with angels today as well. Red flames. I need to tune into that and see. Ever heard of Black Magic Kingdom Society? Never, never. I do not do black magic. I believe there is only one kind of magic. It depends on your intention. I'm not in any secret societies, covens, or anything like that. Not at all. I am solitary. I am a high priestess alchemist, but I do not get involved into any dark magic as people would think. Yeah, not like that at all. Don't do the Ouija board. Not into that. Does not mean that I'm not on the edge of dark and light, because I really am on the edge of dark and light. But no, I don't get into anything that's organized. I'm not into organized, waiting around in circles, waiting for somebody to read from a book. Never read from the book. After watching The Mummy. Oh, they're doing a Mummy remake, aren't they? With is it Henry Cavill's going to be the baddie? Did you guys see that? Used to do Magic the Gathering. Is that a game? Is that a game? I'm holding a piece of amber, which you can't really see in this light. Can I get a better light? Can I get a better light? Light above me. So a piece of amber. Vanderbilt. Okay. Yeah, I don't follow all that Vanderbilt, Rothschild, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, oh, card game. So James says, with my eyes closed, I don't see black. I will see red, blue, and gold, little squiggles moving around. So you've got a really overactive pineal and everything. That's so cool. Mine is a mixture of black, grey, occasional orange will come in, and occasionally I project out holographically, which is awesome. So that's because I've got an implant. So has anybody worked with amber? I work with amber for aura repair. I work with it like a little welding tool. Like when there's like a hole in your aura, we kind of melt it with amber, and then it sticks and spiderwebs itself back together. Amber is grounding. Interesting. Yeah, interesting. So amber and the young form of amber, I forget what it's called. I'm doing lives at 7:30 in the morning when my mind is not woken up. It's probably not the best thing. What's young amber called, everybody? What's it called? It's gone. We'll come back to that. I'll keep that out, actually. Now, there's something else here, and I'm looking at it, and I love it, and the name's gone. Here we go. Oh, I've got Rainforest Rhyolite. My cat took over my seat, so I'm on the floor. Yeah, Jason, you're on the floor. That's it. Deal with it. The cat has priority. This is Rainforest Rhyolite. Has anybody seen this before? Anyone familiar with Rainforest Rhyolite? So we're doing random crystal unboxing from my brownie boxes. Rainforest Rhyolite. Feels very nice, actually. Feels good. It's in a specimen bag, so it must be the last and only piece that I have. Put that to one side. Now, does anybody know what this is? Because I got it from a private collection, and I have no idea what it is. I have a feeling, but I've seen it in black. So I don't know what this is in silver. James, can you help me out on that one? It's not pyrite. Pyrite is totally different, more gold. So it's very light as well. I think it's come from a smelting process, perhaps. You know, it could be bismuth, but bismuth generally, when it's heated to a really high temperature, it will cool itself down and form into the pyramids, won't it? I love bismuth, and it's, from what I've seen of bismuth, it's more gold, and then it's got like the rainbow shine to it. So what's that mineral that they put on brake pads? Do you guys remember? They put them on skateboards and brake pads. There's a mineral that's like really, I think it's that, just in a different color. Okay, Willard, can I ask you not to talk about brotherhoods and Rothschilds and all that kind of stuff, please? Maybe, yeah, maybe it is graphite. Oh, I think graphite would be more black. What do you guys think? So, yeah, so I'm still at a loss to know what this is. Very interesting. It doesn't feel very energetic. But I've not really taken the time to bond with it, to be honest, to hold it in my hand and say, you know, please, would you like to work with me? What information or energy can you share with me? Let's be my friend. Throw it in Google Lens. Oh, I've never done that. That's interesting. Okay, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Okay, this is a little mixed baggie. Come back to that. This is... What is this? What is this? I think this is green tourmaline. You guys see that? Has anyone got green tourmaline? It doesn't have a name on it. It's like a little... These are crystals, guys. These are crystals. It just looks like green tourmaline. Has anyone seen it look like that before? Okay, yeah, so I don't have many Montauk memories, Willard, because it's really scary and awful. But if you watch the Vision Quest I did with Sean Bond maybe 5 months ago, I do go into a Montauk memory where I'm in the chair and things like that. I will be talking about Montauk on Wednesday when I do a session with Christy Campbell, because she has just done the, hi Sprinkle, Christy Campbell has just done the energetic Reiki scan for me. So you can go on her website, christycampbellcc33.com. It's $150, but it's a 3-day process of her tuning into your energy, sending healing. Like, she's been healing one of my altars that she connected into. She connected into an altar of mine called Kit Kat, who was formed at age 7. In a Montauk experience. So I'll be talking more about that on Wednesday. I don't have most of the memories from Montauk because I was there in multiple forms. I was also at different locations, so I wasn't just at Camp Hero. I was at Jeff's Proving Ground as well, and possibly other places, like Shire Mountain for sure. But yeah, so me and Christy will be talking about Montauk on the Wednesday show, which will be 5 o'clock Eastern. We may live stream it on her channel. I'm not too sure if it's going on to mine live or hers live or both. We will see. You've got your rubies heated up to 500. Does that sound naughty? Is that a joke? Guys, you know I'm so literal. I'm like the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy where it's like, nothing goes over my head. I would catch it. Okay, now can anybody guess what this crystal is? That's to combine with the plant medicine. Okay. Can anybody guess what this is? We've not seen it already. And normally you're used to seeing it polished and very green. So it's a green crystal, which I associate with the heart healing energies. It's in its more au natural form. Does anyone know what it is? Anyone? You got nothing? Yes, Joe! You're spot on. It is emerald. It's a piece of emerald. And it's a good size piece as well. Yeah, nice. Definitely going to be working with this week. I'm putting crystals to one side. Like, going to work with this week for sure. Well done, Joe. One of my favorite crystals is zebra jasper, right? And it's all about balance, yin yang balance. I used to have a lot, like kilos and kilos of it. And I used to take it to shows, and people would pick, and I'd be able to tell from the crystal they picked, the black and white balance of what was going on with them, what was dominant, masculine or feminine, what needed healing, masculine or feminine. So it's cool. So this is a very yang crystal, because the yin is very small here. So yeah, so white is yang, light, bright, loud. I like to try and imagine how they were formed. Yeah, that's really cool, actually. Yeah. It is interesting when you get into the geology. I did study geology. We call it A-level college. That one has you thinking. That you're going to be gone with that one, Jason. You're going to be gone. Okay, I got this for my birthday a couple of years ago from another crystal seller, because I was trading on my birthday at an event, and they gave me this. It's Jake's birthday week, I think. Every day Jake says, it's my birthday. Jason, you've got a duty there as the moderator to smoke some weed for Jake in Australia. So yeah, Jason's on it. Jason's a professional. Yeah. So Jake was saying earlier that God told him that I needed to get a bong. Okay, anyone know what this crystal could be? Crystal is bad, weed is good. No, honestly, the highs you can get off crystal healing is out of this world, literally. I've transcended universes in a crystal therapy session. I honestly have. I've blinked my way through hundreds of portals to another universe where I found myself as a creator being forming a new planet, right? So, and then I had to come back because this physical body is about to have a heart attack. It's a sign from Jesus. Wow, 420 Easter. Interesting. Yeah. So anyone know what this one is? Anyone got an idea of this crystal? I know it does look a little bit different to what I would normally say, and it has like a druzy. So can you see that? Let me get the sparkles going on this. No, not very sparkly. It does look sparkly on my side. You see that? Okay. It's not a quartz, but that's a good guess. It is an agate. So it's like a, normally I say grey banded agate. You'll hear me say that because it's got loads of lines. But this is an agate. There's a little bit of banding here, a little bit of banding there. Agate is great. Like this one is great to place on your heart for emotional healing. Very slow, very steady, very supported, emotional, deep healing. But yeah, that's an agate moon with a druzy. Druzy there. Nice. Okay, what else we got here? Oh, this is an interesting one. So this stone that what you call it, Stonehenge is made from, is Preseli bluestone. There's quite a bit of this down there. Preseli bluestone. Preseli bluestone. It's not very blue. It's more greeny, but this comes from Wales. So Preseli bluestone. You guys see that? Not very clear. But this is found on Stonehenge. Yeah, and I didn't steal it from Stonehenge. I got it from the wholesale. There's a Mars. So that's Preseli Blue Stone. Preseli. Preseli. Cool. Okay, James, I've got something here that I got as a free gift from a crystal warehouse, and I have no idea what it is. I have a feeling that it was made, you know, when lightning hits the sand? I can't think what that's called, but I might have some of that in here. So what is this? And don't get rude, but what is this? It came as a free gift, and I've got no idea what it is at all. But it's polished on the top, and it's chunky. No idea what it is. I think it's something quite rare. I really don't know. It just says, it's just got my name on it, and it says gift, and it's got numbers, and that's come from Kim. Oh, geofossils. And oh, here's one of my favorites. I'm so glad I found this. I associate this to be a bit of a Merlin stone. It's lavakite. Lavakite. Has anyone else been working with lavakite? Everyone's like, no, we don't care. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I love crystals. I resonate as a crystal, but I'm a bit of a crystal nut. Well, static soda. Well, over here at AnchorHaven, we talk about mystical wellness, all things esoteric on and off planet. Talk about weird space shit. And today we're having a look at some crystals, and we're going to pull some angel cards. So this is like a wellness check-in. Great to see you. Thanks for dropping by. It is 7:42 a.m. here in the UK. I'm in the northwest of England. Here we're playing with rocks, dude. That's what we're doing. We're playing with rocks. Yeah. The mystery stone could be Shiva. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Thank you. You ever heard of Watcher's cards that would shock you? No, Willard. We're trying to keep it high vibe live. Okay, great. Static Soda, you're welcome, Soda. Welcome. So this is lavakite. Watcher's cards. No, I haven't, Willard. I don't know what that is. I do consider myself to be a observer, but you need to go and check out my ACO video to know what I'm talking about with that. Okay, so yeah, please do check out my other videos, guys. I've got some really weird stuff on my channel. So that's lavakite. I find the crystal's location of origin intriguing. Yes, yes. A lot of my stuff, because I was a retailer, a lot of my stuff has come from South Africa. Oh, Faris, your fish died. That's so sad. I'm so sorry. Moment of silence. There we go. Okay, so I've got, what else we got in here? What else we got? Got an interesting quartz. I like really unusual pieces. Yeah. Prime, thanks for stopping by. My deepest, darkest secrets, dude, I put everything out for everyone to see. I really do. So that person that sent me that really dodgy email, whatever, man, whatever. Okay. So Tanzanite. Tanzanite. You guys see that? What exactly is mystical wellness? Well, that's the journey. So we deal with general wellness. I am a holistic therapist. Well, we deal with the mystical, the magical, the hidden, which is esoteric. We go into what we're really doing here on this planet, where soul origins are from and things like that. Yeah. So I do crystal magic. So today we're looking at crystals. No, it says it's old cards from old eras or was amazing past civilizations, had unique reading cards like reincarnation cards and past life cards and brain power cards. No, I've never seen anything like that before, Willard. I would be interested to see where you're going with that. Okay. Very love hearing about new things. This is very new to me. Cool. Yeah, we're always, I've got videos right now. I'm really getting into sacred sites. How and why do stones work? Okay, well, I can tell you what I believe as a crystal therapist. So when we work with crystals, they have a very calm, stable vibration. That vibration is higher than the human form. So when a crystal comes into our energetic field, the human vibration tries to match it, so it temporarily becomes stable. So the crystal basically wakes up your body, reminds it how to heal itself because it's become polluted in this environment. So your body's become overloaded and has forgotten how to heal itself properly. The crystal comes in as a gentle reminder, wakes up the minerals that are within your body as well. So there you go. Hey, I know you. I'm quartz as well. I'm going to start healing and going back to my normal function. So then once we take the crystal away, your body comes back down. It's a bit like working with Reiki as well. That's a high vibration that your body's trying to match. Yeah. So both these things support your own natural healing ability. But we are made of crystals. Probably not this one, because this one, can anyone guess what this is? This is man-made, but it is one of the most amplifying third eye crystals that I've ever found. Right, I did an experiment with one of my groups a couple of years ago, and we worked with all of the usual third eye style crystals, so the purples, the blues, the clears, the whites, and then we worked with this one, and this was a game changer. So this is man-made. Does anybody know what it is? Any guess? It can be very white looking as well. No one? This is opalite. Opalite. It's a nice shard of opalite. I'm going to keep that out into my stash because I'm going to do memory mining this week. See if I can get some clarity on my memories. Oh, wow. Okay. This one, I'm not sure what the base mineral is, but I know what the pink is. Anyone got any ideas on this? So it's in Matrix. Anyone got any ideas? Well, it says AnchorHaven or ArchHaven, which is a new one. You've called me that a couple of times. It's quite funny. In my dreams, I have past life moments and I saw heaven born on earth. Cards and skeleton key, watchers cards and memory saw cards. That's really interesting, Willard. Thank you for sharing that. Danny, you're correct. Yes. Pink tourmaline in some kind of matrix. How awesome is that? How cool is that? Pink tourmaline is a great crystal to work with. Yeah. You see that? Very, very cool indeed. Okay. Oh, this is another piece of opalite. You can see it's a bit more normal looking. A bit more translucent, a bit more milky. Yeah, opalite. What else we got here? Now this one, have we got anyone from Australia here right now? Where are you, Danny? So this is a piece of an Australian rock, but it doesn't look how it naturally would. Were these stones hard to find or expensive? No, nothing I have is expensive. I used to have a crystal shop. That's why I've got a lot of things left over, and I do teach crystal studies as well. So I'm actually teaching at a spiritualist church of all places in a couple of weeks' time. So you're in Baytown. So put name here, hold my doodle. Thank you for that. Says, I did a course today, cost 120 Aussie dollars, and learnt to make a hat from the feet of cane toads. I'm going to start selling them. They're a Kubra style cowboy hat, and I'm in Australia. Well, that sounds really weird, but you're very welcome. So, okay, we have one that's skinny, about 4 inches long, and really gives out a high vibration. This one, surprisingly, is mookaite. So it's come from a batch of mookaite that was all different colors. Mookaite is generally yellow and red, and it's the Australian stone that is as rock, basically Uluru. But this is coming in, it's so dark colored, but you know it's mookaite because it feels really smooth and milky. I actually found that exact rock. I bet you did. How awesome is that? Rocks are all over the planet. So the quartz that I have here in the UK will be the same as the quartz in Australia, linked into an oversoul. How amazing is that? Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, so this is mookaite, so it looks very smooth, so very unusual. So that's why it's in my box, because it's very unusual. So here we go. Okay, has everyone had enough of crystals? You're like, all right, we get the message. You got a lot of crystals. A small petricite there. Oh, here we go. Numite. Nuumite. 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 You can't really see. It looks a lot like tourmaline, to be honest. Looks a bit like a polished tourmaline. What do you think, James? You got any Nuumite? And when it comes to crystals, I really don't care how things are pronounced. It doesn't matter that I say it different to you guys or vice versa. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah. We say however we can. The crystal does not mind. Okay. This is a Vogel style, and we say Vogel style because a true Vogel, made by master craftsmen, not that readily available. But you see Vogel styles all over the market all the time. Yeah. So yeah. Ms. Radon, how much they cost? I'm not selling crystals today. I'm just showing crystals. I'm just showing some of my secret stash of crystals that I have. This is quite an interesting one. What's your favorite stone, malachite? Okay, mine is lepidolite, and I did show some lepidolite before. I love lepidolite, that purple stone that's very soothing, contains lithium. That's my all-time favorite, and it kind of shows you where I am on my trauma healing journey. If my favorite one is one that's gonna like put me to sleep. Oh yeah, here's another piece of mookaite from Australia. Let's try and get the lighting right on this. It is more red. It's more red. So yeah. Purple jade Buddha pendant. Nice. Jade I avoid at all costs because I had a bad experience when I was like in my 16s, 17s. I just moved into my own first little apartment, and I bought a jade Buddha, a little tiny thing, you know, but it was a real jade Buddha. And what started was the worst week of luck I've ever had in my life. To the point of, I'm sorry, Buddha, but I had to throw him away. I was just like, I can't take this anymore. Everything bad was happening, and I was fine after that. Do you have any malachite? I have a beaded bracelet with gold in between. I don't have any in my secret stash. Malachite is a nice crystal. What's my issue with malachite? Can't remember, but I've got a little issue with it personally, so I don't work with it that much. But it's a lovely crystal. It's a lovely crystal. I'll have it in my other, I've got another room here, which I call the wellness room. And oh boy, there's a lot of crystals in there. I have crystals in trays and trays and trays of crystals. And they're in like compartment trays, you know, like hobby trays, and they stack, and I take them out to events with me. I'd want to set up an aquarium with a bunch of cool rocks from all over the world. Yeah, why not? That sounds amazing. Hey, Goalkeeper Mike, good to have you back. Thanks for joining us. We've been looking at random crystals that I've got in my brownie boxes. What else we got here? Pick one more. Here we go. Oh no, it's Peterosite. We've already looked at that. The Stormstone, it says. Peterosite, the Stormstone. This one looks a bit different to the last one. This is the Storm. Peterosite. Peterosite. Okay. So that's interesting. So these are my my random stash boxes where I've got unusual crystals that I'm like, oh, I'm going to come back to that kind of thing. This is interesting. Are there more people at AnchorHaven, or is it just you? AnchorHaven is me. That is my name. Okay, so this is aquamarine. Looks like a cola lollipop. Aquamarine. I work with this a lot energetically. So I work with the ethereal energy of the crystal as well. So I don't just work with minerals. So you don't always have minerals with you. I'm attuned to the frequencies. Oh, wow. Easily found amethyst on the side of the road. How awesome is that? So if you're in Australia, whereabouts are you? I did live in Australia for a year. So... Oh, James, iolite. I just found a piece of iolite. Can you guys see that? So this is iolite. Just in its tumbled form. So... Free my spirit. That's funny. So yeah, iolite. So iolite, money manifester. That's how it comes to me in one of my crystal books. It's a money manifester. I'm going to keep that one back in the packet so I can hold on to it. Okay, so we have got Well, this is a piece of jet. Is everyone familiar with jet? Queen Victoria used to wear jet as mourning jewelry. And so jet, Whitby jet, I'm not too sure if this has come from Whitby or if it's come from Africa. But jet, it's very light because it's coal. It's like a form of coal. So that's jet. And here we've got shungite, which everybody is familiar with shungite. Oh my God. Shungite. So yeah, shungite, not great quality, but I have a friend who has her own shungite store, and I'm a reseller. So I think this one is just strawberry quartz. So spider bites. Hey, I've been listening. I love all your crystals. I have malachite pendant. Malachite, I believe, is poisonous. Yes, thank you. It's the copper. It's the copper. Yeah. So don't wear your bracelet every day. Look into it. Yeah. So don't have malachite in its raw form on your body for sure. Polished form is not as bad, but yeah, see what Spidey's saying there. It's got a high copper content to get that green. Thank you. I couldn't remember what the problem was with malachite. So yeah, so everybody loves it, and it's the same with tiger eye. You know, tiger eye is fossilized asbestos. So when I worked in the nuclear processing plant, my company would not allow me to wear anything tiger eye, because even like a polished bracelet, those tiny bits are going to get into. Oh, you wear a copper watch. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You just need to watch your intake. So I work more with copper energy rather than it physically on my body. But when I was a kid, I grew up basically with a copper bangle on, thinking I was Wonder Woman the whole time. So, oh, wow, I've not seen this guy for ages. That's exciting. We got Dragon's Blood Jasper. You see, we've got the sun coming in now, and I've got lights in different directions. You can't see, but this is green with red Dragon's Blood lines running through it. Let me see if I can get another one. Got a little stash here of Dragon's Blood. No, that one doesn't have any. A little bit of red on the side there. So yeah, so that's the last of my Dragon's Blood Jasper. How cool is that? I feel a bit out of place because I don't know much about crystals, and I'm just listening for the sake of trying to learn. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So when I started to do crystal studies a few years back, I did like 3 years of crystal studies. I found that there was a remembrance in my system. So I already knew. And the tutor said to me, I don't think you're going to get very much out of this course. But what I did get out of it was meeting and talking to people that also loved crystals. Yeah, again, doing crystal therapy and having those experiences with crystals around you, and then developing a new relationship with the stones. That's what I got out of it. So I really, really enjoyed it. So James has a copper cuff that has magnets and he wears it all the time. Yeah. For me, the issue of malachite is more with the raw form. When you just see it, it's just like green, chalky looking. That I actually put in specimen boxes when I sell them. Hi, Alinaki. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So I am going to pull some crystal cards in a minute. No, I'm going to pull some angel cards in a minute. And of course, we've got some beautiful amethyst. I think there's amethyst in all of my boxes. I don't work with it that much. Have you been to a crystal cave room? Well, I have. When I was in Australia, actually, we did go. I studied geology at college, so I did go to quite a few kind of caves and stuff in geology. In Australia, we did visit some mines, I remember. But I went to this place in England, which is right on the border of Scotland, and they have a crystal museum, and they've created a cave. They've created a crystal cave that you can walk through. I think that's pretty awesome. So that was nice. So I've not been to anything where I'm, although when I was in, when I was in Chiang Mai, we did go up the mountains and we did go into a cave, but I can't remember. It was more stalagmites, stalactites, that kind of thing. Yeah, Spidey's in Australia. We've got someone else here from Australia as well. We have fairy minerals here in Pakistan. Yeah, so what minerals do you have readily available in Pakistan, Alanaki, by you? Whereabouts do you live? I'm in England. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Oh, you've been in limestone caves. That's pretty cool, Jason. That's really cool. Most people are low on copper, and copper is very good for the body's electrical system, says James. On the other hand, iron can short out the body's electrical system. Wow. You need geologists in Pakistan. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I used to live in India. I lived in India for over 10 years. I've not been to Pakistan. I do have friends who are from Pakistan. You got the Himalayan salt out there, yeah. It's very kind of marbles. Interesting. So, yeah. Cool. Okay, I'm going to put this one away now. If there's anything else that's really interesting. I think we've covered most of it here. So I've got an obsidian dagger, an arrowhead. Oh, here we go. This is a nice one. Okay, can anyone identify this crystal? So little boys tell me, this looks like cheese. Gems, jewels, and gold. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I have a friend in India who's from like a mining town in Gujarat. But whenever I say about crystals, he's always trying to sell me gems, gemstones, like polished, and that's not what I'm into at all. I love tumbles. That looks like cheese. It looks like moldy cheese. It does. It does. So when I'm selling crystals at shows, I don't do it as much now because the market got oversaturated and a wholesaler came into the retail market and just decimated everybody's business. So you're like, okay, well, what do I do now? So where was I going with this? I can't remember. I've forgotten. It's gone. It's gone. It'll come back. This is tree agate. Tree agate. Yeah, which is a really beautiful, calming, healing crystal. So, oh dear. Also, many kind of jewels. Share pics with you next time. That got held, Alanaki. That got held. Isn't that funny? Yeah. So I do have posts available on my community tab that you can actually share pictures. My name is AnchorHaven. That is my name. Weirdly enough, it's my name in all the programs as well. I didn't know that until Drago shared that with me. Okay, Que Sera Sera. Oh, you have a skull of triagate. Oh, Beth, that's amazing. Que Sera. Has anybody got this crystal? Que Sera. We heard an EVP on Rob's Live earlier. Did you? What did it sound like? Was it a voice? I'm going to listen back to it. I'm going to listen back. I started listening before. So did anybody, I know Willard phoned in, Joyful Jennifer phoned in, Jason phoned in. Did anybody else phone in to Rob's show, Typical Skeptic? It was during Willard's call. Willard, what's going on? Oh, yeah. So this is Que Sera. And this is, we call this as a thumb stone because it's got that indent there for the thumb. So it's like a worry stone. Okay, so this is my random stash of crystals just to share with you guys. So, because I'm doing so many lives back to back, I'm doing like lives every 12 hours right now, trying to get to 500 followers. And it's just pure distraction. You kind of phoned in. You kind of phoned in. Do you think I should do a phone-in show? This is, I think this is just lavakite actually. It's a nice piece of lavakite. So when it comes to lavakite, I do associate that with like merlinite. I think they're a very similar stone. So off this one, I still feel merlin energy as well. James carries around azurite in barite. Wow, that's rare. Palm stone. So azurite, I call that the healer's stone, the healer's healer. Scary voice said, Rob. Willard, do you think maybe there's somebody there with you? Do you think maybe you have an attachment? Maybe. We all have attachments, pal. We all do, don't we? Jim Jam, are you high? I'm high on crystals. No, I'm naturally high vibe. I'm like this pretty much all the time until I'm not. Then it's like crash and burn into the darkness of the planet. And then I bounce back again and I'm super high vibe all the time. Right? One of my nicknames is Chipper. Yeah, because I'm very chipper, very high vibe. High vibe live. Yeah, Jason's high. So I've got plenty of moderators on who are all stoned out. And yeah, hey. So no, but I'm not. So people need to stop suggesting that I need to do weed because I don't need it. Why would I need it when I'm surrounded by amazing crystals? Crystals can seriously take you on a journey like nothing else. Believe me, spend some time surrounded by crystals and you will have a very different experience and you will not need anything else other than crystals. Okay, so that was my brownie box number 2. And when I say brownie boxes, because the boxes used to have brownies in, like from the store, and then you get it says on the box, home of baking, Brompton House brownies. Okay, sorry if that was a little rude. No, it's fine, Jim. It's fine, Jim Jam. It's fine. Nothing offends me unless you say I look like a particular person or you comment about my glasses. That's about it. I'm good. I actually have the ability to quantum entangle, yes, with THC. So you are in fact now high. Oh, Jason, you and I are pretty close sometimes. So I think, yeah, I probably am. Maybe that's what I'm tuning into. Maybe I'm tuning into everybody. My legs just got a bit wobbly, Jason. Let's see. No, I don't want to detangle from Jason. It's one of my favorite pals. I hyperfixate, so beware, people. So, Guided by Angels by Sophie Fox. She's a UK author. So we've got her deck here. Now this deck has got so many angels, but the angel each has 3 or 4 messages. So you might get the same angel coming out with a different message. So would anybody like an angel card just for general random guidance, entertainment purposes only? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try and make it fit. If it's shit, say it's shit, okay? And so these are just a bit of fun. If anybody would like an angel, please bear in mind when we work with oracle cards, you are tuning into the frequency of that theme. So if we worked with crystal cards, you'd be tuning into the crystal frequency. Jojo would like one. Great. Joe, where are you? I have no memory, guys. I really have no memory. I get a lot of mind wipes. So when I do remember something, it'll be the most random thing ever. I have crystal memory. These are for Joe. Please can I have an angel? Thank you. Oh, you're in Warrington. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, so I've got my dragon retreat, which is on the 28th of February. It's here, it's in Bebington, which is not that far from me. It's just an afternoon. It's 12 till 5-ish, and it's £35. And we work my dragon crystal skulls, we work my copper pyramid, we call in dragon breath, dragon egg healing, and we do some crafting, that kind of thing. It's £35. Giovanni Prosland, welcome. So nice to see you guys. So this is for Joe VR. You got Archangel Michael, strength in authenticity. Strength in authenticity. That's Michael coming in for you. Now everybody loves Archangel Michael, and I love that energy. I don't work with it as much as other people though. And when I said to Ivan Teller, please can we channel an angel? And he goes, yeah, I've got Michael here. And I was like, really? Michael? Really? Like, isn't he a bit overloaded? Doesn't he have enough to do with every single other person on the planet calling him in? Right? So I was like, I wanted a different angel. Not that I'm not dissing you, Michael. I'm not. I'm just saying you've got a lot on. You're welcome. Would anybody else like an angel to be their companion today? So don't forget, you guys have got a guardian angel that you should be talking to. So let's just take a moment to tune into guardian angel. Mine's over my left shoulder, so I'm doing that. So say, hey, how you doing? So you do cup in massaging. Nice. How many archangels do you know of? Me personally, I only work with so many. So Zadkiel's my main go-to because I do dark light work. And he was, when I activated my violet flame chakra, you get a work partner, and he was mine. And so it's kind of like I've always been connected to that angel energy. There's an aspect of me and him that are the same, perhaps. But I see him as a big black man angel. That's how I see him. Because in this book, I think it is, there's a card that might even come out now we're talking about it. And that's exactly how I feel his presence. And Chinese medicine. Awesome. I love Chinese medicine. And I do meridian crystal healing. And I do Thai massage. So I would like to get into Chinese medicine more, into the meridians and stuff. So I work with Michael, Uriel, Ariel, Gabriel, Haniel, Joe, the Joe angel. I can't think what her name is now, but she's the angel of joy. We'll see if she comes out. That's about it really for me. But I work with angels that work with the archangels. I work with the violet flame angels. I work with the ultraviolet flame angels. Same as Mori medicine. Now, I don't know much about Mori medicine. Is that the Korean stuff? Can you tell me more about that? Yeah, I have acupuncture. My friend, who I've done a couple of videos with, Leon Southgate, who is an expert when it comes to AI and this kind of stuff. So he is my acupuncturist actually as well. So, but we talk about loads of things on these videos. I'll do a video with him soon actually. Let's see. Here we go. Azrael's coming out. Azrael. Appreciation. A lot of people think of Azrael as the angel of death, I think. Appreciation. Okay, would anybody like, oh, Maurice in New Zealand. I want Maori. I was thinking that, and then I thought, no, because it's, yeah, Maori. I'm not aware of Maori healing. I did meet a Maori. I was living with a guy, because I was in like this group job where we all lived together, we traveled together, and there was a Maori guy, and he was young, and we spent this morning together. I will never forget, because he told me some Maori history, about invaders coming to the land, and and how the Maori tribe made it look like they had a massive army. And he told me this great story, and I'll never forget it. It was such a lovely time that we spent together. I remember he had a lot of tattoos as well. I was told in a past life that I was a tall African shaman. Yeah, I do not doubt that. I do not doubt that at all. My gatekeeper guide is an African guide. Yeah, he is. And when I connected with him, I saw us both on a farm, like on a station in Africa. And yeah, and that's really dear to me. So yeah, I get acupuncture all the time. But one time, oh, something just moved on my table. One time, he put in head points, and I'd forgotten they were there. And I have head points more because I don't like these areas being punctured, and I don't like these areas being punctured. So I don't mind my feet, I don't mind my legs, but anything around my hands and my arms are too sensitive. So I get head points instead, because most of the places on the body can be replicated on head points or ear points. So my friend Leon went, leaving the head points in, and I forgot they were there. And I went from my shop that I had at the time across the road to the supermarket, and I was walking around the supermarket with these needles sticking out my head, completely oblivious, forgot they were there. And then I got back to my shop and looked in the mirror, and I was like, oh, that explains why I was getting some funny looks in the supermarket. So that's really funny. But yeah, head points you got to like directly take them out afterward. But I have had a great experience with acupuncture that I might have already told you guys about. One of the very first experiences I had, and I might have had head points in, which is probably why this happened. So, because I always say, please can we work on my third eye? Do the bones, do the legs, do the stomach, whatever. Please can we do some third eye activation? And at the time I had a wellness studio, and I had a shop. Then there was a hallway, and then there was the wellness room that I was in. And I'm on this therapy bed, covered in points or whatever. And in my mind, I saw purple energy come in, which is really normal for me, being violet flame powered. And then it changed into like an opening in a window, like in a wall, as if the wall had opened, and my vision had gone through the hallway into the shop, and I could see my Saturday girl working in the shop, and I felt like I could say to her, like, hello. Like, it was so bizarre. It's like my mind had literally penetrated through two walls. Right? And I could see her in the shop. It was the most bizarre thing I've ever had happen with acupuncture. Possessed, that's goldfish. That is the best suggestion I've had in a long time. But no, thank you, we don't do that here. Thanks, Jason. Okay, it's 8:14 a.m. here in the UK. We are doing mystical wellness. We are doing angelic readings. Would anybody like an angel card? My cat has officially fallen asleep in my spot. It's the floor for me all night. You're gonna have to like try and edge in to Mr. Kitty and just try and turn him around a little bit, and you might be able to pick him up like dead limp and just place him on your body. I think he'd like that. I think he would. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah. Wow, we get some weirdos sometimes, don't we? Card, please, for Danny. These cards are super slippy. I'm not joking. Like, they're everywhere. Danny, Archangel Raphael, replenish nature. So I do work with Raphael energy, but it's very close to the wizard Phil Barrow's energy. So I try not to connect it too much, or I'll start to hyperfixate on Phil Barrow again. And he's a lovely man. He's actually doing his Heal Teach Love live today at 6 o'clock UK time. It's about $35, I think. So do check his Facebook page. But Deb and Rick Purcell and Phil Barrow, they do this monthly live. You can get 5 minutes free at the end of the session, or for $33 or $35, you can get like a 20-minute healing from them. So it is recorded. It does get live streamed and stuff. So I do go on that occasionally. But today I have an appointment, so I can't afford to be late because I'm doing a video with Felicia DeWilt with Flix Love. So check out her website, FeliciaDeWilt.nl, and check out her channel, Felicia DeWilt. She's doing some great work on her channel. She does a lot of song, a lot of chanting, but she's got other things on there as well. Lots of free energetic music healing. And on her website, you can go and get like a card or a quote of the day and things like that. So do check out Flix's channel, Felicia DeWilt. WILT .nl, because she's in the Netherlands. Yeah. So this is a card for James. Thank you. Right. James, I hope you have a question to something, because Archangel Sandalphon says the answer is yes. So Sandalphon holds the space beneath our feet. He's a very grounded, earth-based angel. Connects into the crystalline grids of Mother Earth. Yeah, Sandalphon says yes. The man from Del Monte, he says yes. Do you guys get that? Do you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that? You'll take a card or record it. Why are you saying that, Jason? Why are you saying that? I don't know. Goalkeeper Mike. Where are you based, Mike? You guys have to tell me the same thing like 10 times. You really do, because I forget. And at the moment, we're doing lives every 12 hours. So it's quite a lot. Okay, Mike. You are very angelic. There is a lot of angelic energies going, pick me, pick me. Whereabouts? Did we talk about this? You're not the one in Leicester, are you? Okay, I'm going to go with this one, but there's a lot of angels that want to work with you. Archangel Raphael, healthy change. So it's time to focus on your personal healing right now. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm not too sure if she wants to go live or recorded with Flix. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But I know she plans to interview me. And I'm scared. She is probably one of the smartest, most powerful healers I've met in my entire life. And she's a very unusual lady. But she's amazing, right? She's just fascinating. She's a fascinating lady. So we'll see. England is cooked. You're not wrong there, Freedomist. You're not wrong. Yeah, I would rather be anywhere but here. But here I am in England. So there you go. Maybe it came out in order. Is it going to be live recorded? Okay, would anybody like an angel message? A random angel message. An angel to work with today. Would anybody like? America's the same. You know, the whole planet's cooked, mate. Don't think it's just England. It's the whole planet. They're all working together. All these leaders, they're all working together as one big planetary agenda. And we are not high on the list, put it that way. And somebody put a great comment on, I can't remember now who it was, but on the Sacred Sites video, I think it might have been, talking about Epstein files and, yeah, the corruption files, as TKB called them, talking about the files and talking about like the SSP and that kind of thing. And yeah, so, you know, there's a lot of trafficking and that goes into the SSP. And I was talking to Miles about it yesterday, and he was saying these Epstein files are the gateway to the space knowledge coming out. The secret space programs, the super soldier. Epstein files is the gateway to that. So that knowledge is coming out, he believes, because it's all tied in together. Yeah, it's all coming to a boil. So the crude coming to the surface, it can be disposed of. My cat keeps getting mad. I wake him up when I can't help pet him. Oh, English people need to unite or it's over. I agree. So the whole planet needs to unite. Spartacus. Spartacus! Are you going to take a stand? They are few. We are many. Exactly. We are the light. We are the love. We are the truth, right? You know, if we all actually stood up, if all the light workers, if all the super soldiers took a stand and became united, there would it would be very different. However, this is a battle of dark and light that's been going on for eons, and it will never truly be over because the universe needs the battle of dark and light. That's why I tried to go towards on my core, but got derailed with the icky stuff. Okay, yeah. So the whole universe is designed in a balance of dark and light. So there's going to forever be a battle of dark and light. So this is just one of another circle in this whole cycle of the battle of dark and light that can never truly be won because this matrix has not been designed with an ending, right? It hasn't. That's what I believe anyway. I try not to get into weird stuff. I try to keep myself very neutral, but it's quite hard at times. And I don't really, because my energy can be quite fragile at times, I don't follow news. Apart from the silent middle child, right? I do watch his stuff occasionally because he breaks it down in a very clear way what things really mean. Yeah, so the silent middle child channel on YouTube or Instagram, that guy's pretty cool at that. So James says, that's why I say the mothballed assets, okay, are waking up and remembering who they are, what they went through and why they came here. They'll be setting things right. Yeah, so all the assets are starting to wake up. Now, Drago said that basically in my records, it was kind of preset in there. Like they'd already looking glass to see that I was going to start really waking up in 2025. Whereas for him, it was years earlier. But for me, he believes that it was already set in the records. They already knew that 2025 was going to be the year when I start connecting the dots and breaking through extra programming and accessing my altars and things like that. Keep speaking truth and waking people up. You're on the right path. Thank you, Spartacus. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be loved if you've got a channel, it'd be great to check your channel. Yeah. So we just have to keep going. At the moment, I'm doing lives every 12 hours, just totally randomly. I'm trying to get to 500 followers. Hopefully my channel will get monetized at some point. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I've just had a period of like had no time available, and now I'm available again. So let's dig in. Let's get into it. Got some great videos planned for the next 2 weeks. And I'm really excited. Yeah. Okay, would anybody like an angelic message? So the angels are here on the planet. We all have angelic aspects. So it's time to connect in with your angelic aspects as well. So James says, I remember asking one time when I was getting taken when I was young, why I can't remember what goes on. And they said it was for another time. And I think that time is now. What a great message, James. The time is now. Show us some cards. Ryan, let us know where you are, what time it is where you are, and then, yeah, you'll get a card. But the way you've put that sounds a bit dodgy. Show us some cards, lovey. So, yeah, so if you'd like a card, just pop a message in saying, please can I have a card, and I will pull an angelic card for you. Hi, Katerina. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Welcome to AnchorHaven, the mystical wellness channel where we talk about all things esoteric and unusual. It's 4:23 in Australia. So whereabouts in Australia are you? 8:23 here in the UK. Quite a bit of a time difference, that. Spidey, what time is it by you? So Ryan Helliwell. Oh, you're in Perth. Okay, I've lived in Perth. I used to live in Northam. For quite a while, for a good few months on my journey. Okay, you have got Archangel Gabriel. This is for Ryan saying, get creative. Archangel Gabriel. Okay, define esoteric. It means hidden, that which is hidden or unseen. Toasty, you're calling me auntie? I am an auntie. Yes. You're welcome. Okay, anyone else would like a angel card, an angel to work with today? Would anybody like? Okay, you can pretty much ask me anything at all. If you check my channel, it's all weird space stuff, super soldier, stuff, and then a bit of healing, a bit of sacred sites, a bit of travel. So I've got like an alternative travel site. all of my thumbnails right now have got maps on because I'm trying to move into travel. I have traveled all over Asia, all over. I used to live in India. I've traveled to a few places in Europe, but I'm going to dig into that on my Sacred Sites series. James has been to Perth a couple of times when he was in the Navy. That's awesome. Yeah. So I went down I started Australia in Brisbane, went up and down there a little bit, went to Sydney, flew across to Perth, lived in the wheat belt a bit, came back down, got a camper van with a friend, and then travelled all the way down across the Nullarbor to Melbourne, to Tasmania, and then back out Melbourne to New Zealand. Fringe travel. Yes, that's really cool. Travel haven. I wish I could put some fire opal. Yeah. I have one small piece of fire opal. Oh, they're pretty good deals on it. Awesome. You're in Victoria. Okay, nice. Katarina, what time is it in Victoria, Katarina? So I didn't spend that much time in Victoria. Most of my weird experiences, yeah, if you have a look at my Sacred Sites video, which is now in conjunction with basistv.com, I show a map of Australia, and I've pinpointed some places where I think something weird happened to me out there. So it's 7:25. Look at the time differences across Australia. That's insane. Australia, somebody said to me, looks like USA upside down, and that blew my brain. And then I dug into it a little bit, and it isn't. But when you overlay them, which I'm probably going to put in my Sacred Sites series at some point, they are very similar. Australia is bigger than the United States. Right? But you have to, when you take off Alaska, Australia is slightly bigger than the United States. How weird is that? Was anybody aware of that? But you can't really trust the maps anyway, can you? Because they show us everything at different sizes on the maps. When I look at a map, United Kingdom's in the center. When you guys look at a map, your country is in the center, right? So the maps are all different perspective. And Africa is so much bigger than it's shown on the maps, yeah? And South America is much bigger than shown on the map. I think it's made to look smaller so that America looks bigger, but it's insane. So they've tampered with the maps. Yeah. They make Africa look a lot smaller. Yeah, that's why I agree. Yeah, I've seen that too. So when you look at you can find videos and stuff about it. So they've messed with the maps to make like different empires look bigger and stuff like that. Or I think even Russia is so much bigger than we realize. All beautiful countries are. Okay, would anybody like an angel to work with today? An angelic message? Just a random, for entertainment purposes only, a random card pull. You are most welcome. Well, thank you guys for joining me. We've been going for 87 minutes and it's 8:27 a.m. here in the UK, in the northwest of England. And I'm in the Liverpool City region. So, but I am a world traveler, so I'm hoping to start traveling again next year full time. This year I do have a trip to Germany planned for sure, but I would like to go to other areas like Malta. I'm hoping to meet up with Slavka at some point. Slavka and I just did a great live the other day, which is now on her channel as well. Please follow Slavka, the Natural Sentient 27. She's so close to 100 followers, guys. She's so close. I don't know if she's got over that yet, but please follow Slavka. You've been to Mombasa in Kenya, Africa, when I was in the Navy. James, you've been everywhere in the Navy. That's so cool. And you've even been to DG, so that's awesome. And super cool. So how long were you in the Navy for then, James? Do you have to do a particular term? So there's Slavka's channel, everybody. If you could just give Slavka a quick follow, that would really help her out. She's back in Europe now. She's also a world traveler. And we're going to be starting a travel series together as well. Travel healing series, possibly called Travel Treasures. I'm still working on it. But we're thinking about some places that she's been to, that I've been to. And we're really focusing on Europe mainly. So that's going to be quite interesting, looking into the land, but also relating everything back into ancient technology. Katarina, that's very cool. Thank you for joining us. So what I've been discovering, basically, these sacred sites, the ones that I talk about with John Whitberg in our episode 1, in coordination with basistv.com, is all those sacred sites have ancient technology underneath. Yeah, they're all in the projects. Yeah. So so James was in 4 years for the Wrangler Navy. But I've also had missing time when I was in the Navy from the projects. Yeah, I bet you were. I bet you did. You're definitely an asset. Yeah. So I don't know how Wrangler got in there. Oh, I thought it was like a special unit. Navy's pretty connected to UFO stuff. Yeah, they are in charge of the TR3B, the TR6s and all that, aren't they? I know that because Arkin Ra said it. And the TRs, they are not pyramid ships. That's not what I mean when I'm talking about pyramid ships, guys. When I talk about pyramid ships, I'm talking about black pyramids, and that's kind of represented in Stargate SG-1 when you've got pyramids flying through space. Oh, you did voice to text? That never works for me. I was a little okay, maybe Jeep got the name from the Navy. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be talking more about black pyramid ships on one of my sacred site videos, because I might put down the areas where I know they are on the planet. I generally tune into just 3 locations right now, but I might dig in and do a bit more. You love that stuff too? Yeah, we love all weird stuff over here. My channel's a mixture of wellness, healing, travel, secret space program, super soldier weird stuff. So I'm a UK super soldier. Black Pyramid buried in Alaska. Yeah, I've visited it. I've been it. I've seen it. In my mind, I've connected. I've biolocated over there. I'm not as welcome in that one as I am in the one next to me, which is like 100 meters from me underground. So yeah. So the Antarctica one, very uncomfortable when you visit Antarctica. Very uncomfortable. I can see it in my mind right now. There's a lot going on in Antarctica. It doesn't feel safe when you go and have a look at it. Can we pull back? Pull back, pull back. Thank you. So, mystery chocolate. Thanks for dropping by. Nice to see you. So we are doing, we're talking about weird stuff, and which we love to do over here. We talk about space, sacred sites, healing, mystery, wellness, all things esoteric, hidden, unseen. But we're doing angel card pulls. If anybody would like an angel card, a little bit of guidance to get you on your way, then please let me know. It's 8:31 a.m. here in the UK, and I am in England. I'm in England. I'm English. I'm a Briton. So, is anybody doing anything this weekend? Yeah, SSP, Secret Space Program. It's not so secret anymore, is it? But I think there'll always be an element of secret because we don't know. We won't fully know. We only know about so many factions right now. You know, we talk about Nakwaffin, we talk about Kruger, Solar Warden, we talk about the Japanese one. What else is out there? What else do we not remember? And you know, there's so much going on. Solar Warden, I know I'm connected into that, but I can't visual it. And the others, yes, I can. So, but hey, who knows? My weekend's fun is already over. Oh, but it's just Saturday. Who do you say built Stonehenge? That's a great question, Katerina. That's an awesome question. Now, I don't know, but I was just showing a crystal called Preseli Bluestone that I believe is some of the stone there. I will be doing a show, hopefully in March, with Maria Wheatley, and she holds the answers from her point of view. Fantasist. Ooh, that sounds sexy. PJ Davenport, thanks for stopping by. I'm not sure this channel is for you. Did you drink my Mountain Dew? Hunter, this channel's not for you either. James retired, so it's like the weekend pretty much all the time. Yeah, I mean, I work from home, so it's pretty much I can do whatever I want. Katerina, so who do we believe? Good morning. Who do we believe built Stonehenge? I basically believe it was ancient aliens and druids. Who do you guys believe? Thanks, guys. It's like all the moderators are jumping on that one. I have a theory. So there's only one person that's allowed to talk about farts, and that's the sovereign cosmic wild man. It's the only person that's allowed to bring up that topic. And then we're all cool with it. So Katerina, I have a theory. What about Merlin the Magician? Well, I do identify as a student of Merlin. So possibly he was involved. Possibly, indeed. Shall we ask him? Shall we ask him? Okay, shall we channel Merlin energy and see if he was involved? I think it predates Merlin, to be fair. Merlin is a title. There are many versions of Merlin. Does anybody know what that means? Do I want to know what that means? I am like a child, so I have no idea what some of these things mean. So Stonehenge, can we connect into the energy of Stonehenge, please? Are we connected? Yes. Can we connect into the energy of Merlin? Is there a shared Akashic record? No, there is not. So Merlin, from this perspective, does not have a shared energy with Stonehenge. Let's ask Merlin directly. Merlin, are you present? Okay. Did you help build Stonehenge, Merlin? No, I'm getting a negative on that. But you guys do your own research and feel into that yourself. Spitting chips. Yeah, well, I'm English, so we don't have the same kind of thing with teeth. Okay, thanks, guys. It's like we must have had a time and we're getting pushed out a bit more or something. Herb Merlin and St. Germain. Yes, I agree. Hi, Michelle Aubrey. Great to see you. So Merlin and St. Germain are different incarnations of each other. They're both on violet flame frequencies. And so there are different aspects. I work with them both as guides, yeah? Plus there's versions of me that are also St. Germain, versions of me that are also Merlin. Merlin is a title, so I consider myself to be a Merlin, and James, I would also consider James to be a Merlin as well. So yes, James Wickus. So that's fascinating. Yeah, Stonehenge is more ancient. I agree. Yeah, Stonehenge is an ancient site that has been reversed. The technology, there's like a beast machine underneath, is how Indigo Angel talks about it, and the whole site has been reversed, so that even Maria Wheatley was talking about how we are guided around that area. It's done in a reversed way so that they can loose the energy. I've only been there once, and I've driven past it a few times, but I've only been there once, and you have to take a bus with all these Japanese tourists, and then you have to go, and you cannot get within 10 meters of the Stonehenge at all unless you a Bonanza. I used to sell on Bonanza. I used to have a booth on bonanza.com. So you can't get within 10 meters of Stonehenge unless you book in for one of the special solstice days or whatever. You can't get to it. You can't touch it. So Drago Reed was a bit disappointed when he went to Stonehenge, and I was like, how was it? And he's like, awful. And I was like, well, I told you guys to go to Avebury. Avebury Standing Stones is much better, but they've also got plans to put fencing around Avebury Standing Stones, and I don't know how you're going to do that when the entire town is within the stones. Like, you're going to cordon off a town with fields? Or just certain areas. It doesn't make sense, because in Avebury you can literally just walk into a field and there's a massive monolith just standing there. So I've had some great experiences at Avebury Standing Stones. I have you can actually touch the stone, and the first time I did, I got a lightning bolt of electric come down my body, and it was ice cold. Oh wow, that's so funny, Babs. Thanks for sharing that. We like unusual things. We generally try and keep things high vibe, but that is funny. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, it even made it past the mods. Well done. So yeah, that's an interesting fact. Interesting. Has anyone else got any interesting facts to share? Keeping it high vibe, keeping it clean if you can. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Tanny wasn't happy with that one. Okay, let's have an angel. Let's have a collective angel tuning into the frequency of angels to help my collective watching live or on the replay. Is there an angel that would like to come forward, please? Thank you. Oh, it's Jeremiel. So I do work with Jeremiel. He is a keeper of the violet flame. He comes in for physical healing. But today they're saying forgiveness. Forgiveness. That's how they make V-dubs here. Well, I campervaned Australia in a Volkswagen Combi. I did. And it was fine until the mice got in the frame. That freaked me out. Hearing mice scuttering around and they're in the frame because it's like a hollow frame. The Merlin aspect. You might like the song from Ronnie James Dio, Temple of the King. Ah. Do you identify with the Merlin aspect, James? Because I do see you as a Merlin also. Christy Campbell created some great pictures of me that I haven't shared yet, and one of them I'm holding a staff that has a moon, and I've seen it. I've seen that staff, and I actually shared a very similar image with one of my friends and said, do you remember this staff from Egypt? And he's like, yeah, I remember that. There's an aspect of it there, yeah. So yeah, Merlin frequency is a nice frequency to be on. However, you need to be aware of the Merlins. There's a guy in Wales who believes he is Merlin, and he teaches a Merlin vortex healing. Okay. Oh, here he is. Here he is. So I've got 3 messages come out. Your guardian angel, this is for everybody, says embrace your uniqueness. Okay, then we've got Archangel Uriel, flow with the breath. Now, flow message has been coming in a lot for me in the last couple of days. And then this is my guy. This is Zadkiel. This is how I see him. And it says, shift your state. So Archangel Zadkiel, 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 welcome. Welcome in. Oh God, frequency coming in right now. So Zadkiel works on the violet flame frequencies, really doing that darker work, you know, clearing those dark frequencies. So he's my favorite angel, Uriel, awesome. So James says some parallel timelines. There are definitely some nasty ass Merlins, yeah. So fun fact, heard Isha was in Wales. Isha? As in like Sean Bond's Isha, or is Yesha somebody else? Because I know something. I've got some news. They are hopefully coming to the UK. They are hopefully coming out here. I don't know that she's here already. That would be awesome. I don't know her personally. Sean and I are just colleagues. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Yeshua. Okay, sorry. Oh, you're talking about Isha. As in, okay, Jesus was in Wales, but Jesus was all over the world. Supposedly that he was a scholar and traveled everywhere. So I don't work with Jesus energy. Occasionally with the Druids, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I don't work with Jesus energy that much. He does come in every now and then, and people will say he's here for you and everything. But I still have things I need to work through from going to Sunday school. Right, when I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So yeah, so I'm still working on that. Are we doing magic? No, we're not doing magic today. Dr. Not So Happy, but thanks for stopping by. We were looking at crystals before. Now we're working with angelic cards, and we're doing general chit chat for Ascension. Some very interesting things came out of Ireland. I agree. Okay, I've not googled it, but what's the mound called where they've got the spirals on in Ireland that I am connected to? And I was trying to talk to a friend about this last night, and he couldn't get the name either. So it's like it's being blocked from my Sacred Site series. And it's not the Hill of Tara, which I am definitely connected to, and we're going to talk about that on my live with Christy Campbell next week. So Jesus is King of Kings. Perfect. Yeah, lovely energy to work with. But I obviously work with Master Jesus rather than Jesus from the Bible. It's a different energy altogether, I believe. So would anybody like a personal angel message? Would anybody like something like that? Yeah, I don't really get into religion, guys. It's not my thing. You'll hear me use terms every now and then, but it's just what's coming through from my guides. So I work with flame energies. That's my thing. Let's have some chimes, shall we? Take a deep breath. I don't look and see what's been helpful review. I dare not look. Jerry, you and I are like peas in a pod, pal. We really are. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for Michelle Aubrey. I'm going to pull an angelic message for Michelle. Okay, here we go. Oh, you got Uriel. Flow with the breath has come out again. So I'm going to pick another one for you. Flow with the breath. Okay, so we had that before. And let's see. One more for Michelle Aubrey, please. Is there something that she needs to know, hear, to see? It's Raphael. Healthy change has come out again. I'm going to pull one more. Yeah, I consider myself these days to be a quantum spiritualist. And I'm trying to define what that means. What that means for me. Because I met somebody when I was at my pagan festival. And they were a couple who was kind of like a sister to one of the other organizers, and the sister was there and she's super religious with her husband, but he is a quantum spiritualist. So we started talking about parallel lives and universes, and so she's sitting there like, wow, like you two are really like on the same flow here. And then she even said to me, I think you two should have been married, not me and him. And I was like, no. He's yours. So yeah, but I'm spiritual, not religious. So Archangel Ariel, abundance is yours. Okay, Michelle Aubrey, and anybody watching live or on the replay, tune in to the frequency from Archangel Ariel of abundance. For me, that frequency is coming from the sunlight there. Does anybody else feel that? How cool is that card? It's actually doing a bit of a cleanse on the throat chakra. Nice. Omnipresent, yeah. I definitely am omnipresent. At the moment, I really am in many different timelines at the same time. I have no concept, which can be quite hard to find time. Azrael, divine plan, Zadkiel, integration. Yeah, you feel the golden glow. Yes. You know, if anyone else had said that, I probably would have thought, is that rude? I don't know why. But yeah, because it's James. Golden glow. Well, I've got a lot of light coming in right now from the sun. But the sky's been whited out again. I almost got a glimpse of clouds before, and now they've put it on white out. So I'm gonna leave the house today. I know I said that yesterday, but I am gonna leave the house today, and I'm gonna go in searching of a blue sky with white clouds, and we'll see if I can. We'll see what we get, eh? We'll see what we get. I might go to the supermarket today. I'm ready. When is it? Well, let's call in abundance now. Let's call in abundance. What can we do to amplify abundance? We've got the Pyrite Dragon. Where is Mr. Pyrite Dragon? Here he is. Here's our abundance dragon. Let's call in the Pyrite energy, which is on the golden frequency. And we'll just breathe that in now. So thank you, Pyrite Dragon, for sharing abundance with us in all forms, abundance in unexpected ways. We accept abundance in true benevolence with no conflicting agendas. We accept abundance in many forms, in ways that we expect and ways we do not expect. We call in abundance from all of our bank accounts, from all parallel lives and universes as well. So we've got the Pyrite Dragon. Ooh. We guess golden light would have been better. Golden light. Okay, so how is everybody? It's 8:47 a.m. in the UK. We've been going for 106 minutes. Patera, can you pray the gay away from me? Aww. Aww. That's a sad thing to say, isn't it? That's a sad thing to say. Okay, so mote B, of course, yeah. So Leah, welcome. How are you? Thank you, James. Good to see you. So this is AnchorHaven. We are Mystical Wellness over here. We are weird and wonderful. And we've got angelic messages coming out. So if anybody would like an angel card, what's the dragon? Jade. No, it's pyrite. You know, like fool's gold. But it's still on that golden frequency. I don't work with jade at all, because for me it's unlucky, which is a bit weird, isn't it? But for me it's unlucky. Because I had a personal experience, which I shared earlier. But Marcus Lee, thank you for joining us. How are you? Let us know where in the world you are and what time it is there. It's 8:48 a.m. here in the Liverpool City region, here in the UK. And if you would like an angel message, please let me know. These are very simple, guided by angels. Keeping it simple, keeping it chill, keeping it high vibe. So thanks for joining us, guys. I'm going to be ending probably in about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to listen back to the phone-in show from Typical Skeptic. And so I'm excited to see what's going on over there, Typical Skeptic. I did sleep for a bit, so I missed it. I did want to stay up. Are you in Australia? So whereabouts in Australia are you? What time is it over there? And so I am fascinated by the time differences as well. So 8:48 a.m. here means it's 3:48 Eastern, which means it is 2:48 Central and midnight. Is it like 1 a.m. over on Pacific time? It's 6:48 Saturday. Wow, your Saturday is like, wow, the time difference in Australia blows me away. So what state are you in Australia? Whereabouts are you? 3:48. Oh, so you're on Eastern, Michelle Aubrey. That's awesome. Yeah, so I do prefer to work on Eastern time, typical skeptic time. That's the one I know. That's the one I know. I struggle when I have people who are on Pacific to try and schedule Pacific because that's like an 8-hour time difference. That's bad. So some people in Canada as well are hard to schedule for podcasting. So you're in Queensland. Oh, nice. Yeah. So I consider Brisbane to be like a hometown for me because that's the first place I landed when I started traveling in Australia. So I love Brisbane. Yeah. So we did, I was working for conservation volunteers. I talked about that in a few other videos. So Brizzy is, that street, you know, where they did the Matrix movie filming? That's in Brisbane. Are you near there? Have you been there? Um, and I did a Sacred Sites episode 1 video, and at the very end, I talk a bit about Australia. So I will be digging down into the weirdness of Australia very soon. And when I say that this channel, we talk about super soldier, secret space, ancient tech, stargates, and all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm talking about. We talk about Sacred Sites. We looked at Uluru, we looked at Ayers Rock, and there's a huge base underneath it around Pine Gap and all that. So we looked into that. With my friend John Mitberg. So, and he's got amazing knowledge about things. Yeah, about half an hour away from the city. Yeah, so they filmed some of the Matrix in Queensland. How cool is that? So I've walked down that street. I've walked down it. It was weird. I have dreams about it sometimes actually. Oh, that's a memory. Ah, there's a base there. What a surprise. What a surprise. Going to revisit Brisbane now. So it's 2:50 a.m. where James is. And, oh, I just got a disturbing memory come in about an underground base in Brisbane. Okay. No wonder why I was drawn there then. There's been quite a few actually, yeah. Okay, honestly, that's literally just hit me like, what the fudge? Okay. This is recall, people. That's what recall looks like sometimes. Oh, that's a bit disturbing. Okay. Coming back, coming back. Thank you. Oh, let's have some quartz energy. Oh, sometimes it's something you say or something somebody says and a memory comes in, and the emotion attached to the memory, when it's not good, it takes your breath away. So the Manhattan one was pretty bad. Yeah. Yep. Okay. It's knocked me a little bit. I'm just gonna put some crystals on, heal my heart. Ooh, sadly. Marcus Lee, how are you doing, pal? Good to see you. So, thank you guys for joining me. What do you think of the Zodiac Killer? I don't think anything. I don't know much about it. Can you guys share a bit more about that? Is that new or old or whatever? Is that a cold case? Is that an ancient thing? So I try not to get into scary stuff, and if you follow my channel, you'll know why, because my life is scary enough, and so I don't get into mysteries and murders. I did watch Dexter for quite a few seasons before my son was born. So then when my son got to like 1 year old and I'm still watching Dexter, and I thought, this is not good. This is not good. Hi, Mahara. I'm Nod Lioness. Thank you for remembering that. I'll put the lion on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's not coming out. There we go. There's the lion. There's the lion. Amnod. We're calling her Amnod. Oh, it's gone. There we go. There's the lion. Amnod. My other aspect. So I'll upload some other photos later so we can have a look next time. Dexter, right? So I started to watch Dexter, and when you suddenly realize that that's teaching you how to do those things in great detail. And then when I had my little boy and he's like 1 year old, and I thought, I don't think I should be watching this around him. I need to switch it off in case he starts absorbing all that stuff. But yeah, there's so much information available on Netflix about how to do certain things. Irma. Yes, Irma, the Lyrans. Yeah, we could call her Irma. I like the Amnod. Hello, Mahara. Good to see you. We've been on for 111 minutes. He taunted the public with cryptic notes. Oh, the Zodiac Killer. Okay. I don't know much about it. When was that from? See, I know you guys love to get into scary stuff. I don't, because it's my mind replays. So I'm still dealing with things from when I was 15 years old, when there was a movie and I watched that, and at the same time I was in the programs doing particular projects, and it's messed with my mind. Yeah, Irma's the feline Lyrans. Yeah. So I do have I don't think I have it in this list of photos. My Lyran aspect, that's blue and orange. No, I don't. Oh, I might be able to pull it. Hold on a second. Oh, look, it's letting me choose more pictures. I hope you can still hear me. Oh, that's interesting. I don't have that, but what I do have is a black pyramid. What do you guys think of that? That's just an AI representation. It doesn't really look like that. But this is one that came up and it reminds me of the Alaska. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. It's not letting me pick up, but this is kind of how I see myself. I wish. This is me. I wish that was me. And what else we got here? This is most likely me in the programs. That's probably me in that graphene. But this is also an aspect of me. Okay, this is my Elohim. That's how I see my Elohim. And this one is an aspect of me that I call Captain Marvel. That's my Captain Marvel. She literally came to me like that. So that's pretty awesome. And then I've got Angelic. So there's a couple of videos about Angelic on my channel, on my diary. So she is a split of my higher self that was used in the programs on the moon and used as a Stargate key, which is not good. This is Ella, my representation of Ella from Nat Graffin. And this is fun. This is Alora. So she's my Venusian who does speed. So that's just a representation of what I think Alora looks like. And what else we got here? This is something I made when I got my scorpion. Obviously that's not me, but I just thought it was pretty cool. What else have I got on here? Oh, here she is. Here's Aurora. This is my Lyran. Yeah, so she actually does work in Nat Graffin as a scientist. She's 7 feet tall. And Nuskin, who's my Lyran brother, he has seen me look a bit like this. We did a vision quest together, so Nuskin and I connected from Lyra. And this is me in the Japanese program. This is Eris. You hear me talk about Eris sometimes. This is what she looks like in that cartoon. Okay. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Okay, can you give me a general clarity reading of surprise for this year coming months? Okay, well, let's just see. I'm going to work with the angel cards because we need to bring in some high vibe energy for you, Willard. I'm not sure how helpful this will be. Arachnid person. Well, it's a scorpion. Scorpion. So, yeah. Scorpion. My scorpion is called Scorch. It's an entity that I work with that was awarded to me by Sean Bond. And poor Scorch is being misused by the dark side and have been set to target me and sent me a terrible fire venom through my bones. And Sean Bond literally freed Scorch, awarded her to me. She nestled into my back, and then right now she's on my right shoulder. So so I got this tattoo in honor of Scorch to give her a place to hide if she needed to. In my being. It's cool hearing from TKB about Scorpion King. Yes, yeah. And the message, so the previous video that I did with TKB, so like 5 weeks ago, in episode 1, we talk about the Scorpion King and the messages that he has for the planet and how he wants everybody. He wants to amplify whatever people want. So he wants everybody to want joy so that he can amplify it. I think that was the message. Am I right? Was that the message? Okay, Willard, I'm just going to do a very quick reading for Willard, so I can kind of get an idea of what is going on with you and your energy. Willard, you do need grounding, pal. We all need grounding. So, and you do need to take your time in meditation, but you also need to work. I've said this before, you need to work through the information that you already have. Who is Sean Bond 007? From psionicleague.com, Silver Cord Spiritual Science channel. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Probably one of the most powerful people on the planet. Okay. So we're all in the same soul group, basically. Everyone else gets together. Okay, so your grounded energy right now, you've got Archangel Orion Willard saying that you're going through a period of expansion. So as we expand out in all directions, it's really important to make sure you're expanding into the earth, that you're grounding down to get that stability. So focus on the earth star chakra below your feet to really bring in. So that's Sean Bond's channel there, guys. Silver Cord Spiritual Science Sonic League. And I've got loads of videos for Sean. I've probably done about 5 or 6 videos for Sean on my channel and his, so do check that out. I've got a playlist, I think, me and Sean, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check that. So yeah, so Willard is in an expansion mode. Okay, so the most important thing right now is rest, hydrate, grounding while you've got all these upgrades coming in. Your air energy is saying awareness, so you are going to get the awareness that you seek, but you need to work gently, respectfully with the air elemental energy. So this is your throat, your higher heart, your throat, yeah, and everything here. This is the air energy coming in. So the words you think, the words you say, and what you should be listening to. I don't believe you're listening as much as you could be to the information that's already around you in your field. So when you work in the aura, there are the exterior layers of your aura are blueprints, templates, etheric templates and blueprints are there. So that information you seek is already in your field. You just need to take the time to do the meditation and call that in, decode it, make sense of it. Okay, yeah, sorry I'm vertical, it's just I'm on my cell. Yeah, okay, and I'm using YouTube app, so on my phone. Now, when we come into your fire energy, Willard, what you're transforming through, the card has come in from Archangel Shamuel saying release anxiety. So this lets me know that your lower chakras are not stable. They're not grounded, that you don't have the foundation you need. If there's anxiety, if there's upset, if there's fear in the body, that's all related to the lower chakras not having the stability they need. So you want to work with grounding stones, earth energies, trees. You want to work with connecting into the crystals more and just focusing on doing very grounded things. So I mean, the stuff that we talk about here on Typical Skeptic and Mystical Wellness, AnchorHaven channel, you can't say outside to regular people in the mundane world. They'll think you're crazy. They will, because they're not on that same wavelength. They don't have the perspective that we have, the information, the knowledge. They don't have that. So with people around you, sometimes you can't share the things that you want to share, and that might leave you in a state of anxiety or just feeling like you don't fit in. Okay, you do fit in here, you just need to be respectful and mindful about what you're sharing. That's when I'm a little bit harder on you and say, okay, what's appropriate to share? Make your moves in silence. Not everything has to be shared. Don't forget, targeted individual, empowered individuals, we're being monitored at all times. Okay, so be a little bit more reserved with what you're putting out there. You've got so much information already. Go deeper into it. Start asking more questions about it internally. Yeah, the answers are, most of them will lie in your heart space or your solar plex or whatever. Okay, and it will take time. It will. There's no fast track. So I've paid for sessions with people like Sean Bond, Soma Arar, Audrey Walters, who else have I worked with? Christy Campbell, you know, Christy Clark, who's got the creator being aspect, Renturis. So I pay to have sessions with people. Jessica Morocco, the ACIO, you know, I've paid to get that information, and I've had to save up. I've had to save up, and then when I get it, I treasure it, and I rewatch it a million times and take notes and all that kind of stuff. James says, I'm usually really good at knowing how deep I can take a conversation with somebody new that I encounter. Yeah, we have to have that little bit of guarded perspective in a way of like, oh, keywords, key phrases, we're looking for the language. Michelle blabs no matter. Yeah, I'm a bit of a blabber, which is why I had to come out of the corporate world, because I just couldn't hold in the excitement I have for the topics that we touch on anymore. I just couldn't fit into every day, and now I'm trying to get back out there because I need money now. I've got a year basically living on nothing, and now I'm thinking, you know what, I really want to have another ACIO. I really want to do more work with Sean Bond, but we do like a teaching session together, so we do discovery and teaching, and I pay him for that time. Yeah, but we do it live so that we can all learn from it. So the eye dilation, skin tension, change breathing, change in heart rate, so you can analyze people's micro expressions as well. Do you boom energy? I try not to boom energy. I really try not to, but yes. So Willard, we're getting back to Willard. When it comes to the heart energy, the water elementals, the Archangel Ariel's message is saying, stand your ground. So this is in relation to your heart healing. Just keep doing what you're doing. Call in the angels to help you. Be gentle, be respectful to yourself, be mindful to yourself and others, and stand your ground. You are on the right track, Willard. You are. But here she is, Jophiel. Oh, I couldn't remember what her name was. So the Archangel of Joy, Jophiel, says simplify. This is your overall message, Willard. Simplify. You're going a bit too much, too complicated. You've got too many things on the go. You need to simplify the narrative right now. Like I said to you a couple of lives ago, pick one thing. Have a look at all the information that you've got and pick one thing that really speaks to you. One thing that you're really drawn to, that you can journal with, that you can go into meditation with. One avenue that you can explore with somebody that feels right. But you are going to have to pay for sessions with people. You can't expect everyone to hold the answers to what you've got and not have an energy exchange. It just doesn't work like that. And when we're on these lives, this is recreation for us. Yeah, this is recreation. So like when Jason and I are on Typical Skeptic and everybody's there on Typical Skeptic, this is our downtime. This is our fun time, connecting with our mates. We're not going to go into work mode and start answering people's psychic questions. Yeah, we don't do that. We're hanging out. Right? So yeah, so you can book consultations with people, but I don't believe I've got any more information to help you, Willard, other than this kind of reading. When I'm talking about the energy, the emotion, that's the kind of work I do. Even when I look into the Akashic records, this is the kind of thing I'm looking at, is what's from the past that's impacting the present. Okay, so yeah, so I don't know who's the right fit for you, other than somebody like Sean Bond, but again, he's going to look into the energy, the contracts, that kind of thing. So just see where it takes you, but you need to do some of this work yourself. I must have had an altar when I was secretary. What does that mean? But yeah, we've done everything. We've been everything, you know. I've done some recent training hoping to activate stuff that I've already learned in the programs. So, but some of it did, some of it didn't activate. So I was a bit disappointed, but I was talking to John Whitbag and he's like, I've already trained you on this off planet. Why are you doing this course? I'm like, because I'm trying to activate it in the here and now. So, okay, so that was for Willard. Okay, I'm going to clear the air. Willard gives me a little bit of a headache. Disconnecting. Sending back your energy, Willard. Oh, let's do the grounding nuts. Yeah, I'm a bit of a blabber. That's why I've got my own channel, because I can't stop talking. I've actually been trained to talk for 4.5 hours straight. Yeah. Why was that deleted? We all know Michelle Aubrey's a blabber. Why did you have to delete that? Okay, grounding our energy, sending down our grounding roots, pushing through the levels and layers of the earth, anchoring in. We are the anchor. There we go. Okay. You new mods are going crazy. Okay, so how is everyone? It is 9:08 a.m. here in the UK. We've been doing 128 minutes, so I think possibly we should finish. What do you guys think? Is anybody doing? Today's Saturday. It's very bright now, very bright. like blindingly bright, but still the sky is just whited out totally. I'm just going to be running errands today and doing a bit of like mundane housework and stuff like that, which I avoid at all costs. And but my son has just had a week off school, so we need to catch up on laundry and all the everyday things of being in this existence. And this is when I have to remind myself that I'm in physical form for a reason. Just popped in to say hello. Hello, love. Hey, Maharashal, how you doing? Yeah, great to see you. Did I pick you a card? I'm just going to pick one random card just off the deck. Oh, we've got Archangel Azrael saying supported. Supported. So anybody can tune into that. Anyone. There you go. We've got support coming from the Angelic Kingdom. Okay. Now, let's not have mods fighting against other mods on their message. Or whatever. It's funny. Funny. So, whew. Okay. So, Willard's energy is quite overpowering at times, and I'm not easily overpowered. I am overpowered, you know. I am yeah. So for somebody to come in and overpower number 7, that's like, whoa. So that takes a bit of a toll. But that Brisbane memory that came in, I realized, has anybody watched The Mighty Johnsons? Has anybody watched that Australian show? Is it Aussie or is it New Zealand? I can't remember. But they're all like regular guys, and then one of them gets like his 18th birthday or whatever, and then his powers kick in, and they're ancient Norse gods. Has anybody watched The Mighty Johnsons? It was on Netflix for a while. It's such a good show. So it's like his family weren't telling him basically who he truly was until his powers kicked in, and then he discovers that they're all Norse gods here on, you know, in Australia. So I thought that's such an awesome show. I think I've watched it twice, and it's really good. I do consider myself to be a Norse goddess. I am goddess Hel. But Christy, here she is. Hel. This is me. And Christy Campbell also tuned into the aspect of me that is the Morrigan. That we'd literally just been talking about it a few hours earlier as well. Why is Michelle Aubrey getting timed out, guys? So what's going on there? Michelle's generally good. Michelle's generally fine. Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. All right, calm down, everyone. Yeah, The Mighty Johnsons. I'm not sure if it's still on Netflix. It might have moved on to Prime. But you guys check it. It's really funny, and it's dead Aussie. So I'm pretty sure they're in Australia, not New Zealand. So, but it's good. Yeah. So I love Norse mythology. Does anyone else like Norse mythology? I'm going to get my runes out one day. I do a particular type of Reiki, which is called Runvolda. It's very complicated. So, and it's, you work with the traditional runes from the Elder Futhark, but then you also work with these symbols, these sigils, which are lots of circles and lines. It's very, very powerful. At some point, I will revisit it. I worked with it a lot when I was living in India, and I haven't worked with it for quite a while now. But Runvolda, rune power. Yeah, it's a great modality. So generally we've got hold the space. Archangel Chamuel's coming in. Hold the space. What I love about this image is that you find it in loads of oracle decks. So there must be like a set stock art that people put in oracle decks, because that comes up in my Akashic one as like a karmic relationships kind of image as well. So, which I think is really funny when you see the same picture in multiple decks that you own. It's really cool. You know, I'm just going to go switch off my heating, so bear with me one moment. Bear with me. Oh. Hello everybody. Yeah, I've got my heating on here only because it was like very, very cold earlier. And now I'm in a very small room, and when we work with flame energies and angelics and crystals and the energy hot's up in here, you can sense some of that heat here. It's cold. Oh, you can call on the violet flame, but violet flame for me personally is a cold fire. Cold fire. Got some of my violet flame runes next to me. Let's just see what kind of healing we need as a collective, please. Okay, I've got 2 runes coming out. Oh, we need the purification. Yep. And we need the chi, the life force. All right. So these are the same symbols that I was working with on the green cards. 12 above Fahrenheit. That sounds very cold. Is that very, very cold? I always like Fahrenheit because you know when it's like 80 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, you know that's summer, right? The rest of the time I've got no idea. So we've got here mist of invisibility. Oh dear. Somebody here needs a mist of invisibility. We need to make our moves in silence, guys. Make our moves in silence. All right. Has anyone got any questions, or would anybody like a card, or should we call it a night? It's 9:15 a.m. here in the United Kingdom. We've been going for 134 minutes. So James says a couple of weeks ago we had -11 Fahrenheit here for the high. Jeez. I can't imagine. I really can't imagine. The closest I've ever got to having good snow, I was at university. I was living in Luton at the time, and we had a proper snow, and you couldn't see the pavements or anything. The whole landscape was just completely whited out, and that was amazing. Oh wow, cheese crackers. That's a weird thing to comment. Okay, interesting point of view. Interesting point of view. We're in a slightly different mindset here on the channel of we are all God, we are all one. We are the love, we are the light, we are the truth, yeah? You have a terrific day, see you all soon. Bye, Mahara, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I'm not into sports either. Football team here is called the Minnesota Vikings. Nice, nice. Yeah, I do totally resonate with Viking. I resonate with Valkyrie. Until I heard what Valkyrie really means in the space programs, and I was horrified. I was mortified, in fact. Okay. I can't even say your name, Hitso. I can't even say that. But swish and flick. I love Harry Potter. Swish and flick. I love Harry Potter. So thank you for dropping by. So I don't have a wand with me right now, but I have a shamanic rattle. Hey, Dragon Gridworker Wayshower, hello. Yes, you can have a card. It's great to see you. Oh, Valkyrie vlogs. I was literally just talking about Valkyries. That's insane. Hello from Australia. We're getting loads of Aussies coming on right now. What time is it in Australia where you are? Because we've got people from all over. Dragon Gridworker Wayshower, thank you for joining us. I'm going to pull an angelic message for you. Entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates. Do not try and make it fit. It's just one word, these right now. I'm not going very deep. You are a how do you say that? Rokatru Lokian pagan. Ah, Loki. I resonate with the goddess Hel, daughter of Loki, I believe. Is that true? Tell me. 7:17 p.m. where the Valkyrie is. Nice. Oh, you're in the US. It's 4:17. So you're on Eastern. That's cool. We've got a message held here. Oh dear. Oh, is that just a general romantic question? It's always better to ask. But hey, what do I know? My dating scene is long gone. So this is for the Dragon Gridworker Wayshower, and you have got Archangel Raphael coming in saying replenish with nature. Replenish with nature. I've got my little tiny pyrite dragon. You'll appreciate that. So I love working with dragon energy. Here in the UK, I do retreats, and my next retreat theme is dragon energies. So I work with my dragon crystal skulls, we work in copper pyramids, we call in dragon breath energy, we call in dragon egg healing, so that we can kind of like nurture. So it's so awesome. And so yeah. Okay, so Valkyrie, did you want a angelic message? A little bit of a nudge, an angel to work with today. It's 9:18 a.m. here in the UK. Rakatru, Loki and pagan means I believe in the old ways of Loki. Yeah, I kind of figured. That's why I showed you the hell. So is she daughter of Loki? Did I get that right? Loki is a great energy to work with, but he's a bit of a trickster. So tell us a bit about why you love Loki. So I have a friend who also channels Loki energy quite a lot, especially when he needs to get around certain things. He brings in, you know, the creativity of Loki. So yeah, so lovely. Okay, so Valkyrie. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I love Norse stuff, and we literally just started on the Norse topic, and I was saying about how I resonate as Valkyrie energy, and then you popped in, so I just called in the Valkyries. How neat is that? So an angelic message for the Valkyrie, please. There's loads of angels that want to work with you. Absolutely tons. Loads of cards that want to come out. I'm going to pick this one, which is Archangel Chamuel, Hold the Space. We just had this one out, so I'm going to pick one more. So you are a space holder. Hopefully a sacred space holder. There is a difference. Okay, and we've got Replenished Nature coming back out, so I'm going to pick another one. You're drawn to Loki as a way of overcoming trauma. Wow, that's very interesting. Oh, have you got videos on your channel? Okay. I mean, when we think about is it Jotunheim? Is it the ice planet? Is that Jotunheim? When we think about working with winter ice, because I work with Violet Flame Reiki, we have a symbol called winter ice. And when we work with that ice energy, it's generally about going into, oh, you know, it's going into that void kind of energy of nurturing yourself, making sure that you're replenished with everything you need and that you're kind of held up for the winter. Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of ice energy. Yeah, Jotunheim, thank you. So this is for you, Valkyrie. It says, embrace your uniqueness. And it's pretty unique to be, you know, like a daughter of Loki. You don't meet that many people who are like, yeah, I love Loki. Other than, you know, the Marvel Loki, that actor. Yeah, I love his portrayal. What did you think of the Loki series? Are you Norse pagan? Occasionally I'll identify as Norse pagan. I'm a general alchemist, so I work with whatever comes in. Primarily I'm a violet flame priestess and alchemist. So I work with violet flame energies with the goddess Guan Yin. But there are aspects of me. I love working with Hel, the Norse goddess. I love working with Breed, the Celtic fire goddess. I love working with Selene, the Greek goddess of the moon. So you like the Loki series? Yeah, me too. I'm not sure if I've watched the latest one though. Okay, what's that? What was that? I didn't even see. What was that? You dated a Norse pagan girl and she was nuts. We're all nuts. Oh yeah, we are nuts. Yeah. But if you can't handle it, that's your problem. Yeah, powerful. Yes, we are very powerful. Call it nuts, call it creative being energy, potato. Yeah. You haven't watched it, you don't like Loki MCU, really? You got loads of it wrong, but that would be really interesting to do a review on your channel, don't you think? That would be kind of cool. Yeah, maybe send me a message. So I'm a bit of a cherry picker, so I will come in and out of pagan. Sometimes I'll celebrate things, sometimes I won't. I do teach rune reading and things to my ladies groups occasionally. I'll bring a lot of rune energy because I do run Volda, so I'll bring that into my retreats that I do. I go through phases, different energies calling. At the moment, I'm full on in my secret space. A secret space program, and a full-on working with Archangel Zadkiel, which is dark light work with the violet flame. Loki wasn't adopted, he was Odin's blood brother. Wow, that's so cool. So how does it fit in with the giant energy? Was he a giant? Was he half giant? Yeah, I mean, artistic license, you know, with the way they represented Hela as well, it was some bits were right, some bits I resonated with, other bits I was like, no, it's just wrong. So, but it made a good story for the movies. I do like the movies. I do. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, some of it didn't make any sense. But I think she was played very well by Kate Blanchett, was it? She did kind of tune into the attitude of Hell. But Hell can be a very nurturing mother goddess as well. So when we go in and we do trauma healing with the goddess Hell, it is a beautiful experience. It really is. It's a beautiful experience. So she's very, very nurturing. And anybody who didn't die in battle will go into her realm. It wasn't the king that was Loki's last name, it was from his mother goddess Lofi. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so I think that's really cool that you know these things. I do have a couple of videos on my channel with a Norse shaman called Liam Michael Page. So I think I've done 1 or 2 videos with Liam, and he's based here where I am. But it'd be great to have somebody come on and talk about Norse mythology. Yeah, that would be awesome. Especially if it's something that you're passionate about. I dip in out. I'm a bit of everything. So we've got appreciation coming in from Azrael now. Azrael is very dominant here with us today. It's not an angel that I work with very often. It's funny how all the angels that I consider to have like a male aspect are coming in these cards as female. So Dragon Gridworker Wayshower says, have a beautiful day, evening, night, everyone. Must go feed the farm animals before I get ready to go for work. Oh, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. Thank you. So that last comment, I'm not sure if that's positive. So let me know if that's positive or if that is just a temporary person on our channel. So okay, we've been going for 145 minutes. So it's 9:25 a.m. here in the UK. Wow, we've been going for 2.5 hours practically. That's kind of cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. So I will be heading off soon. I get a bit of a lot of energy to work with. Let's just do a little bit of energy clearings. Anybody who doesn't want the energy cleared, internet randomness, yes. Welcome to AnchorHaven, internet randomness. Can we tune in? Can we just clear the energy on this live, please? Thank you. So I'm just going to do a little bit of energy release. If you do not accept, you may reject. That's absolutely fine. But just cleansing and clearing. Anybody watching live or replay, please. Releasing any unwanted energy. Hey, Rosemary, how are you doing? Okay, so Loxana stanza, rough translation. Loki says, remember, Odin, a long time ago we mixed our blood and then you promised to pour no ale unless it was for us both. Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful. Okay, sending in some divine cosmic love energy to anybody that would like to receive for the highest good and harm to none. Thank you. There's a blend of forgiveness energy that is required. So this is just a reminder. Ho'oponopono, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'll leave you guys to do your own forgiveness energy. Yeah, Valkyrie. Oh, hey, it's great to see you on here, Valkyrie. And it's just so weird that I just happened to be talking about Valkyries when you appeared out of nowhere. And we've never met, as far as I know. And there you are. I summoned a Valkyrie. That's AnchorHaven energy. I summoned a Valkyrie to my channel. Awesome. So, okay, thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to be finishing in 3 minutes. It's 9:27. And so what's everybody been watching lately? Has anybody found something really good? I'm going to be rewatching the Typical Skeptic podcast live call-in show now. That's what I'm going to be doing while I have my breakfast, because I missed out on that because I was asleep because it was really early. It was like 2 a.m. my time. Valkyrie says, I had a weird feeling while I was scrolling and I stopped here by chance. Oh, you are most welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, you are most welcome to bring your Norse energy here anytime. Absolutely love it. Love it. Yeah, we love, you know, I don't mind Loki. Loki has his purposes. He can be, it's better than Pan, right? Pan is a terrible trickster energy. I don't know anything good about Pan, but Loki, I can imagine that he has compassion at some point. We will see. And if you work with him for trauma healing, that's definitely something I'd like to explore into. You're watching The Last Kingdom and Vikings. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, Viking energy is awesome. I know quite a few people who consider themselves to be from breakaway planets, and there's all Viking energy out there. And one of my friends is extremely tall as well. And I'm not talking about somebody that you may think, I'm talking about somebody else. But they're very, very tall Viking energy. I'm very short, but I'm still Viking big energy. So awesome. So, oh, thank you guys for watching. Loki has a compass, life, death, and order, chaos. Oh, this is so cool. Do you do readings? Do you do rune readings or card readings, Norse readings? I do rune reading, but I don't have my runes here. I've got rune cards as well, but they're not in this room. They're in my other wellness room, so I'm going to dig them out at some point. But when you work with Runvolder, the meanings might be slightly different. So I think we all have our own take on the rune readings. You are a medium. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, Valkyrie's really cool, right? Valkyrie, most of us hang out on the Typical Skeptic podcast with Rob Khalil, and Rob goes live like 2-3 times a day, sometimes even 4 times a day. So you'll find most of us over there. So do come check us out later on Typical Skeptic chat. That'd be great. Yeah, I agree. So it'd be great to see you over there, Valkyrie. Rob has a whole manner of guests on, you know, all different areas. He really is neutral. He's got a neutral platform, and he brings guests on from all over the world. So we love it over there. Most of us meet over there multiple times a day and show up for each other. It's a great channel. It's really helped a lot of us. So I also have a Norse rune healing stick carved by myself. Oh wow. Okay, gonna need a photo. Gonna need a picture of your healing stick. That's awesome. So if you guys go on my channel, there's a community tab, and you can actually put posts on, right? Only one person has ever done this, and that was Flix, and I didn't notice for like 3 months. But you can put posts on my channel. So if you've got pictures of pets or sacred tools or whatever, then please put a picture on in the little community, and then we can all have some fun with that and comment on each other's stuff. That'd be really cool. Obviously positive stuff. Anything negative will get deleted, but yeah, that would be really nice to get that community tab going. That would be awesome. I'm trying to get to 500 followers. The other day I got 20 new followers off one of these early morning lives, and then since then it's been crickets. So yeah, I think I'm getting blocked on that. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'd love to see you know, whatever you've got, sacred tools, we love it. We love it all. That's what I've been doing on these morning lives, is just showing some of my random sacred tools that I have around me all the time. And we were going through some of my crystal boxes earlier, and I was showing off crystals, some of the things that I work with or I've collected. So we were doing a bit of crystal chat earlier. So I will be back on probably 5 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock UK. It may be earlier, I'm not entirely sure. I think I had it scheduled for midday, but that is if I'm doing a recording with Flix. Yeah, me too. If we're going to live stream, then it will be later, and I'm having an interview with Flix Love, Felicia DeWilt. She wants to interview me, and I'm the worst guest in the world. I really am a terrible guest. I can't promise that any of my answers will be any good, because when I'm put on the spot, I freeze. I have demand avoidance. So whatever comes out of my mouth, I have no idea where it's coming from. And it might contradict something I've said previously. I have no idea, because I get a lot of anxiety. I get pathological demand avoidance. So if you say, AnchorHaven, do this, I'll be like, no. AnchorHaven, you've got to do this right now. No. That's what I'm like. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. You give me a deadline now, and I'll just go, oh, I've got to go clean my fridge. Things like that. Got to go, take some photos. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to finish up. So thank you everybody for joining me. My website is anchorhaven.co.uk. If you'd like to support my channel, you can subscribe to my Substack, anchorhaven.substack.com. If you would like to send me a tip, which is always welcome, it is paypal.me/anchorhaven, or buy me a coffee. It's Anchorhaven. So that'd be really awesome. But thank you guys for joining me, for sharing your wisdom with me. It's been amazing. And I will be back on a little bit later on with Felicia DeWilt, Flix Love, and we're going to be talking all manner of weird stuff, because we both love dragons and all this kind of stuff. So who knows where that conversation is going to go. But have a great day, everybody. It's 9:33 a.m. here in the UK. So thank you for joining me. See you later.